got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace? Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Hi.
White people be like,
Hi, happy 1 year.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Very happy to see the notif.
white people be like,
A month for each year you were born.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Aiueo.
white people be like,
3.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Hi, how are you?
white people be like,
Wuho.
We're back. 2 days. No stream. We have returned. Fuck, man. I don't know why, but those 2 days. Feels like I'm going live right now for the first time in like a month. Feels weird.
White people be like,
Hello, last night I had a dream I was watching your stream and you got attacked by a bear during it and
The
I
fuck?
woke up right after confused and scared for you.
Look, if a bear attacked me, you should be worried about the bear. Realistically speaking. I have long fingers, big feet. The bear will be no match for me. I will poke its eyes out, and I will pull its teeth out. I will take it out.
white people be like,
Yeah, dude, I
Bigfoot
bet
bear as bear
Lamau.
who will win.
You know what, man? Not everything's about the gay community, okay? This is about me being in a situation where my life is in danger. Where a wild animal has charged out of the woods and is attacking me. A wild animal is on my ass. What's up, Donald's guy? You ever gonna change that username, man? Oh yeah, charging at you like you charge your viewers $7 a month not to see ads. Dude. It's not my problem you're Canadian. I was actually, not many people know this, I was directly having meetings with the Twitch board to get him to increase sub prices. I said it's not fair how little they pay. It's so unfair to us. And it worked. Dan Clancy is giving me the Twitch Medal of Honor. I'm getting a medal from them. I'm gonna be a guest of honor at the next TwitchCon. They're gonna roll out the red carpet for me. Medal of Pervert. Okay. Oh really? You hung out with
White
Dan
people be
Clancy? Yikes.
Yippee.
I never seen that man in my life. Never seen that person. I want to apologize for my behavior last stream. I was really in my feels and I'm also crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Is there something that happened that I've completely erased from my memory because it was so horrible?
Hi.
What the fuck did you do? What happened? Dogs East killed 10 people last stream? No, that is fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was shaking my head at that chat message because I don't agree with murdering my viewers. I want to apologize for my existence. Damn, Tanya, what the hell? But yeah, we're back. We're back. You know, we're gonna do. It's gonna be a little bit of a. I don't know what we're really doing. I just want to outlay the plans for what we're gonna do this week. Call me crazy, but kind of want to watch. Not today, but this weekend. I want to watch Hachi: A Dog's Tale. I want to watch that shit. I want to see how it holds up. I will be at the Bahamas. Okay, well, we will be in our rooms rotting, so who's really fucking winning? We're never getting a Who Framed Roger Rabbit X Toontown night, are we? Well, that's... You guys are dramatic as fuck. The life is a lot, you know, it is... There's a lot of days ahead of us in this life, probably. Listening to the new Sophie album. Wait, that dropped?
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you
When
got
did that drop? Did
necklace?
did that drop like right now? When did that drop? Need to shit so bad. See ya in 30. Good luck, man. I hope I hope everything works out for you. This guy really came home from TwitchCon just to take a shit, and now he's going to New York City. Can you believe this guy? The new Shadow the Hedgehog series just dropped its first episode. Yeah, we're going to be watching that today. I'm kidding, just so that 45 people don't click off the stream. Don't play Roblox today. Whatever you do, I'm going to bed. The stream is giving... It's giving maybe we'll open Roblox at some point. You know, it's giving... It's giving maybe I'll open Roblox at some point in this stream. What else is it giving? Me a headache. Oh, man. Oh, man. Feels good to be back after my long hiatus. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Clemact? Thanks for the 5 gifted. Thank you so freaking much. You should play that watermelon game everyone's been playing lately. Is that like a scheduled chat message from a year and a half ago? Or is there a new watermelon game? Charlie XCX is down the street from me right now, and I'm watching the actual stream. Well, good news is she's probably doing the same thing. She is in the chat, but, you know, she asked me not to reveal her account name. It's a community member that a lot of you guys, quite frankly, find annoying. So that's awkward. But, you know, she is in the chat. Organ milk? Nah, dude, if Charlie XCX had said half the things to me that Organ milk has said to me, I would have been dead months ago. Frankly. What happened? I had ads. Should I do a Glee style recap every time there's ads after ads? Why did you say my name? Are you, like, good? I did not say your name. I'm Organ Milk, dickhead. I don't know who that is. I got banned, I've told you like 5 times. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I really, you know, I forgot to note it down as I do with everything you tell me, Organ Milk. I really I put a lot of high priority into it. Oh, dude, you know what is actually awesome about this stream? Is that George Santos there's new Ellen content, guys. There's new Ellen content for the #1 Ellen DeGeneres live streamer. This is big news. There's new Ellen content. The Ellen DeGeneres, what is it, like a comedy special? Dropped, and it has, I've seen like one moment from it, and it was absolutely fucking insane. Can you play the Ellen game? Are you talking about Heads Up?
Why you got so many necklaces?
She has a garden game?
One gay year.
Ellen's Garden Restoration. What the why does this exist? It has 100,000 downloads. Nobody gives a fuck about this. It's being updated. It's new. Bro, like... What the fuck is this, dude? What is this? Help. Collect. Discover. Is she like into gardening now? Why does she have a gardening game? Revive. I don't understand. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. There's 2 clips that I've seen from her fucking special or whatever the fuck it is. Oh yeah, it starts off with this.
Queen of nice, really the queen of mean. Respond to this with the most insane stories about Ellen being mean. Ellen DeGeneres under fire again with accusations of a toxic work environment.
Toxic, phony hypocrite.
And then, you know, it's like whole like, oh, everybody hates me. And then she says, thanks, Roberts. She says this. And this, like, I don't know, man. This is crazy.
I'm patient and I'm demanding. I'm direct. I'm a strong woman.
The length of this applause is unreal. It's like, this is like some fucking Venice Film Festival shit, dude. Or like whatever the fuck, wherever they clap a long time. I don't know. They've never invited me. Yeah, cans. Dude, they're standing up. Ow, what the fuck? I've been in this theater, I think. Yeah, dude, they love that one. That was incredible. I think they like it. I want to see like some jokes that she made. I want to see if there's clips of like some jokes. There's no clips of any jokes. Justin Bieber looking awe. Are you talking about me or Ellen? I don't know what's going on. My brain is still like readjusting to doing my job. She made a Hawk Tua joke. It was really awkward. You're not serious. There's no way she made a Hawk Tua joke. You're just fucking saying shit. But I'm looking it up because you know what? You know, I'm lying. Sorry. Okay. First time out of the stream. 1 minute. Don't fucking play with me, man. Don't play with me like that. But yeah, it's your silence on the Bible thump situation is deafening. Oh, the Bible thump is going away. Yeah, it's well, you know, they're removing it. It's going away. They're like rights to it ran out or some shit. So it's going away. Yeah, Chiblee was trying to install a new laundry basket meta. And I hope you know that takes off for him. I didn't realize that was an emote. They just be adding anything, man.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got
They need to
necklace?
remove this. I can't believe it's real.
Bible thump.
I mean, that's like, you know. Also, okay, I just need to clarify something. I know like 25 people were present when I said this. But like one time on a that sounded like a dig at Prezzo, but it was just like the chat was moving a little bit slow because it was late at night. I was on Prezzo's stream and I was saying like, why does 5UP have such adorable emotes? And I was like kind of shitting on them. You know, I was like, fucking, who the fuck is 5UP? You know what I mean? And then I remembered, wait, 5UP is not the little kid that used to go on Miskiff stream. 5UP is a different person that I've met IRL that was very nice. And I was on Prezzo's stream thinking that it was One Tap, the little boy that was on Miskiff stream all the time. So I was like, why does One Tap have all these like cutesy emotes? What the fuck is going on? But turns out those are different people. My bad, y'all. My bad. I was looking at my emotes menu because I wanted to see some of these random ass fucking Twitch emotes that they have. Isn't One Tap like 20? I don't really keep up, to be honest. I guess why is Bible Thump running out? But like this shit, this shit's been here forever.
Anyakis.
Like the creeper's not running out. Not saying it should, but you know, curious about the whole like right situation. The Bible Thump creator said they wanted to renew the rights. Okay, so it's not going anywhere. So this is all like a bunch of fucking nothing. Daily question, would you rather save one from a fire? Little or Aldi? I don't know, man. Probably Little, because I like I don't know, I don't really go to Aldi that often. I like the pastries in Little, I guess. So probably Little. I like going to the bakery and getting some kind of nice little snack. But you know, if I could, I'd save both. Why are you drinking Dr. Pepper without cream soda? I don't think cream soda is really like a thing here. frankly. I thought it pronounced Lidl. Am I stupid? I don't think I've ever heard anyone pronounce it like that, but I don't know. Maybe I live in an echo chamber. I think I liked cream soda when I had it, but I can't really remember. You know, I think I liked it a lot. I thought it was kind of like a unique twist. My fault for listening to my dad. You know, I used to use my dad's opinion as like a get out of jail free card whenever I was in a debate with someone as a kid. I would just always say like, "Oh, my dad said otherwise," and then it would like end the conversation because I don't know, it just worked. Until somebody called me out and said, "Bro, your dad doesn't know shit." And then I was like, "Well, fuck." It was very hurtful to me at the time. My friend told me she read that a lot of Estonians speak Spanish. Is this true? If that's true, then I've never met them. I don't think I've ever met a single Estonian that can speak Spanish. I did go to school with a girl that took Spanish after school. And it was kind of all that she talked about, but I never actually heard her speak Spanish. So I don't really know if it was true or if it was just something that she said. Can you speak Spanish? No, I cannot. Noted. We'll relay this info. I mean, you know, if there's a, you know, I will say, like, you know, I'm not like a great expert on Estonian affairs sometimes, okay? I don't know about everything that goes on in this country. Who knows, you know, maybe there are a lot of Estonians that speak Spanish and I've just never encountered them somehow. Can you speak English? No. No, I can't really I'm taking lessons and I'm trying to get better at it, but you know, I'm not quite there yet. Been having a bad week. Can you play Sims? Guys, look, here's the thing. If I'm playing The Sims, you know I'm putting that shit in the go live notification. Because that shit, people go crazy for The Sims. So if I'm playing The Sims, you'll know I'm playing that shit. There's a new Grim Reaper event in The Sims. I don't know. We'll see what we do. I would enjoy doing some React. You know, watching some fucking videos or some shit. And then we go from there. So you don't care that I'm having a bad week? Hey, listen. Welcome to the club. Take a seat. There's probably like 200 of us in this club right now. So you have company. I don't know if I want to do clip queue though. I don't know. So I have to be like dialed in for a clip queue. I don't know what it is about clip queue. I have to be like kind of like on it for clip queue, because if I'm not, I feel like I just kind of sit there and I'm like, oh, that was a cool clip, and then I feel like a big fraud. Like I get quite like I get quite in my head about clip queues for some reason, where I'm just like, dude, what? This was like the worst reaction I've ever given to anything in my life. But yeah, I don't know. We'll watch some shit, and then, you know, maybe play some like fucking Mario Kart or some random ass shit, and then this weekend maybe. Not sure yet. Maybe this weekend we'll do Life is Strange 2. We'll try to do all of it this weekend. Maybe split it between 2 streams. I'm watching in 160p. You look funny. Thank you. Are you streaming Friday? Yes. I'm streaming on Friday. Probably. I mean, I would say 95% chance. And then, yeah, maybe Saturday we do Life is Strange too. I think we do have... In the next, like, 2 weeks, I think we do have a sponsored stream coming up. So, you know... I do have a contract on the table right now. I need to like sign it. And then we'll do a sponsored stream. Yeah, we'll do a we'll do a BetterHelp live stream where I go into a BetterHelp session and I open up about my most deepest insecurities. And then the therapist goes like, "Oh no, that's terrible." And then the session ends. I almost got BetterHelp. I look like many years ago, I was kind of curious about it. So I remember like doing the little like questionnaire that they give you because I was like, this shit's got to be cheap as fuck, right? Because they keep talking about how like, oh, it's better than it's so much better than the fucking regular therapy. And they gave me a price, which I don't know if I just got like a fucked up price because I filled in all the questions and they were like, Jesus Christ, this guy is fucked in the head. But I remember seeing the price and I was like, this is unreal. I don't want to pay this. I don't want to pay this just to like text someone. And I also remember like, I read this like long post about someone complaining about how their therapist was just leaving them on red all the time. I was like, dude, that's not good, probably. So, I saw something about the therapist like peeing on the call. No, that's fucking insane. I would actually love to read some like crazy ass BetterHelp reviews. The code wasn't working, so I didn't end up buying it. I used the code and everything, and I don't remember what the price was. I just remember looking at it and being like, this is disgusting. This is like a gross price. I don't want to pay this. Even if I was guaranteed that it would fix everything, I would just not feel good about paying this. A code for therapy is so funny to me. No, like typing in like code like Jax Films or some shit right before you're about to like reveal your deepest inner demons is crazy. I really thought about getting it when I was like 13 because I was so depressed and my school counselor was dog shit. You know, I'm sure there are really great school counselors out there. And respect and love to all those people because it's probably a really fucking hard job. I never met the good ones though. I won't lie, dude. My school counselors just felt like someone that walked into a school and they had like a decent vibe. They were like kind of chill, so they were like, yeah, all right, we'll put you in charge of this. Because like, I don't know, a lot of like, one of my school counselors, like, we were like, I don't know, we were talking about all sorts of shit, and she was Googling things and reading me out things, and I was like, dude, I can just do this by myself, man. I don't need some kind of counselor for this. I know how to Google things. My school psychologist only came in on Thursdays, and the only time I saw him was when a kid threatened violence in our group chat. Damn. What the hell kind of group chats were you in? Guys, do not do exclamation point song on the track that's playing right now. You will not believe the name of it. Is anybody watching like any TV shows right now? Anybody on some good shit right now? Rewatching New Girl, The Walking Dead, It's Always Sunny. The Penguin. I'll probably just wait for all the episodes to come out and then I'll watch The Penguin maybe. Peep Show rewatch. My friend Donald's guy who sent that one message and then closed the stream has been wanting me to watch Peep Show for the longest time. I cheated on my test and failed. You cheated and then you failed? Has anybody heard or seen of the show 6 Feet Under? Has anybody seen this show? I've started watching it. I was put onto it and I started watching it. And it's actually really good. It's a really good show. What's it about? It's about a family that owns a funeral home. The dad dies, and then the kids gotta like come together and run the funeral home. And it's very like every episode starts off with the death of the person whose funeral they're organizing and shit. It's very interesting. It has Michael C. Hall playing a gay man in it, the guy that was Dexter. It's very interesting, and it's honestly like very well written. It's kind of like heart-wrenching, but also funny at the same time. So like The Bear, yeah, you know, I could probably see how the writers of The Bear probably watched that shit at some point. It's also one of those shows where, because like the first season was in 2001, you'll watch it and then like an actor who back then was a bit of an unknown will make like a small role cameo in it, and then you kind of you get to soy face a little bit because you're always like, okay, this motherfucker after this appearance blew the fuck up, started doing all sorts of different shit. Like Hank Schrader, whatever, I forgot, Dean Norris. Dean Norris is in it, and he plays a cop in it as well, so it literally does feel like Asac Schrader is in the show. Did it have a 9/11 episode? So I'm on season 2, and they do reference 9/11 at like a funeral. They have like a comedian making jokes, and he says like something about like I haven't had sex since 9/11, and then everybody laughs. So I think that I was like whoa, that's kind of crazy because 9/11 probably happened like less than a year before. They were quick with it, man. They were really, really quick with it. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I kind of forced myself to watch it because I've been in a little bit of a slump just with watching anything. I don't even know what I'm doing these days, man. I'm just fucking sitting on my ass. Sitting on my ass and then sometimes going on walks and staring at trees. So I was like, I need to start watching something so I get back on that shit. Cause like my letterbox has been dry as fuck. I need to fix that shit. So I'm watching a little bit of TV to get me through it. Please make it to the end. I think I'm gonna make it to the end. It's a very like it's a very character driven show. You're just kind of watching the inner turmoil of all these people. There's not like that much that happens in it outside of like little personal dramas here and there. But it's well written and it's nice. Kind of the whole like existentialism of it kind of reminds me of Pushing Daisies, which Pushing Daisies is a great show. It you know, they both kind of deal with the idea of death a lot. It's cool. But yeah, I need to get back on my movie shit. There were so many there were a few good screenings, some classic screenings of movies in my city during September, and I missed all of them, and I feel terrible about it. Like there was Rocky Horror was showing. I think there was some old like Scorsese movies showing, which would have been cool to see in theaters, but I fucked up. I didn't pull up. Are you gonna see The Substance? I would love to see The Substance. I've been seeing people rave about it, giving it great reviews. Watch Almost Famous, I beg. I've seen Almost Famous. It's a great movie. But yeah, I do want to watch The Substance, but it's just not in theaters here. Which, you know, it just sucks, dude. Like, I would have loved to see Sing Sing in theaters, but that shit is just, like, I'm convinced that it's maybe going to show here in, like, 2 years. You know, it's like, I can't wait that long. I need to watch it right now, so I did watch it. And it was great. It was a great movie. But yeah, when I go to Montreal to visit my dear friend Prezzo, probably gonna go there for like 2 weeks. We're gonna hit up some fucking cinemas at some point, okay? We're gonna go see some movies. Probably. And I'm very excited about it. I'm excited to see my friend Prezzo, which it is finally happening. We're now, you know, there was a couple things that came up. So I was gonna go in September, but a couple things came up. But now we're at a place where, like, in the next couple weeks, I'm gonna buy the tickets, and then probably in like November, I'm gonna be there, and we have some awesome stream ideas planned. One that I'm very excited for is on Prezzo's channel. We're gonna do Hot Ones. And I'm really excited to see how the hot sauces fuck me up. Cause like I'm okay-ish with spice to a certain extent, but when it gets really, really hot, I think it just takes me out. Are y'all gonna be asking each other questions while you do it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be the Sean Evans. I'm gonna be asking Prezzo questions. So I need to, you know, I need to kind of do some research on him. I don't really know him that well. But I'm gonna get him some good questions that catch him off guard. I think I'll get questions for you too. Okay, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. You know, we'll do some. I gotta think about some streams that we can do on my channel. We're definitely gonna be streaming quite a bit. It's not gonna be one of those trips where, you know, Uncle Aksually gets on a plane and then he disappears for a month. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna make use of the trip. But I just gotta figure out what we do on my stream. The IRL double feature is gonna go crazy though. That's gonna be awesome. You should bring him a Stony and snacks. Yeah, we could do that. It's just, you know, how much can I fit in my bag is the question. iPad stream. We do not need to resort to such lengths because he does have a computer. He does have a computer. You know, maybe one night if he's doing work, I'll do an iPad stream, but I hate iPad streams. iPad streams are a fucking nightmare, man. Because you're really just kind of you're really just kind of sitting there. Do one of those streams with your phone on a selfie stick and you're just walking around. Multiple people recently have told me, oh my god, man, you got to do IRL streams. Your IRL streams would be so good. It's always like, number one, no, they wouldn't be, because I would freeze up. Because I would be like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? I'm walking around in public on stream. And number two, I enjoy watching IRL streams because they're really interesting content, but I fucking hate being on them. Every time I've been on an IRL stream, I'm like, dude, I feel like such a douchebag right now. Because it's just like you're in this like public space and you're being a little bit obnoxious. Like, I don't know, I just can't do it. And then kick streamers pop out of nowhere. Okay, if I did an IRL stream in Montreal and kick streamers started popping up, I would be horrified. You know, it's like if you do it at TwitchCon, it's like, all right, you know, this is their like big moment to do this. But if they start doing it in Montreal, Jesus Christ. I did see some clips of the kick streamers acting absolutely fucking bizarre. And yeah, I don't know, man. That website is a total fucking cesspit. French Canadians are so mean, they will judge you. It's okay. Estonians are really mean too. Like, I think Estonians, as a group of people, are probably some of the most judgmental people I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's crazy. You just get judged for absolutely anything and everything in this country. You can't even breathe without some motherfucker being like, oh, isn't it weird how he's breathing? He's breathing in a really fucking weird way. So, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Stoney was brought up in my lecture yesterday. I don't know why that happened so much. My mom's friend was Estonian and she would always comment on my rug. See, that's the thing is, Estonians will comment about literally everything in their vision. They will just, they don't really think that like, oh, I probably shouldn't say this. They just say it. And then it's like, oh, fuck, well, my professor visited your country. It's a nice country. And the plus is, if you're a foreigner, every Estonian that you'll come into contact will probably be really nice, because Estonians, it matters a lot to them that the foreigners think highly of this country, so they'll go out of their way to be nice to you. Because they need everybody to understand that Estonia is the best country on earth. So every once in a while, Estonia is brought up, and it's crazy to me that it only happened since I watched you. I mean, it probably happened before then too, but like, you wouldn't really think about it, because like, why would you ever think about this fucking country? Why would you ever be like, oh yeah, man, I can't believe it, they brought up Estonia. Oh, yeah, let me thank the subs, by the way. Let me do this real quick. Corn Whaley, thank you for the 5 months. Melissa, Strawberry, Rune Sprout, Lantastic, 1 year. Klemukt, thank you for the 5 subs. Cedar the Stag, Rigby Kardashian, Neck Liquor, thank you for the 10 months. Fishbowls, Zeetfo, Sarah MCN, Grace McGrath, Fogboy, Sarah's Watermelon, All Hail Abigail, Petriar, thank you for the 34 months. What Mutt, 1 year. Another 1 year. Wandercuz, and Haley. Thanks for all the subs, guys. Thanks so much. But yeah, I don't even know what to watch. There is a story game that I kind of want to play, but I don't know if we do it today. But there is one that I'm kind of like, I'm interested in it. It came out recently. I think it's a short one. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. No, it has nothing to do with hedgehogs, okay? Can you watch this? What is this? You want me to watch this again? Look at these awesome French kids.
You got so many necklaces. Why you got necklace?
Decided to promote Uutu Aanon Prime sub.
Holy shit, thanks, Grace. Cut to the old man crying. I mean, it is cinema. It is cinema. It's a classic. It's a legendary video. Didn't you say you were starting Persona 5 today? Nick, sometimes I'm convinced that you have fallen victim to some kind of scam where you are talking to a person off stream that is posing as me, that is not me. I don't know who, I don't even know if our friendship is built on who I am as a person or because you have been talking to someone posing as me. I've been DMing Nick with an AI version of you. If an AI version of me is saying I'm going to stream Persona 5, then that shows that AI is total dog shit and it'll never be good. I talked to AIU on Skype. You know, I was looking at the I was looking at the App Store yesterday and I saw Skype and I kind of like I put my hand on the phone screen and I was like, "Oh, I remember when you were relevant." And then I like in my head I was like, "Oh, what if me and my friends we just moved back to Skype?" And then I'm like, "Why would we do that? That shit was horrible." It's not even MSN. Who gives a shit about Skype? All that Skype had was like the awesome emote of the guy pulling his pants down and showing his ass. Wait, what's wrong with Persona, actually? You know, here's what's wrong with it is that I don't really care, you know? Yeah, the emo emoji. Skype had good emotes. I'll give them that. Move back to XSat. You know, I remember when we did the actually XSat chat and it took about 15 minutes for some of the biggest perverts on earth to show up. It was actually the sheer speed of it was very impressive. All right, let's look at my YouTube. Let's see what there is to maybe something will show up on my recommended to watch. I know someone annoying who likes Persona, so I will never like it. In fairness, everyone I know that likes Persona is a very nice person, but every time I've watched gameplay of it, I'm just kind of like, you know, I don't know if I'll ever be this, you know, I don't know if I'll ever really be into this. Quabi, that's fucked up, Quabi. I don't really know why you're so rude to me all the time. Can we watch Skype Laughter Chain? I'm gonna beat the Skype Laughter Chain. We haven't opened this video on stream in probably a year. Guys, if you laugh, you have to give me $600. This one's always like kind of whatever. I never really cared for the baby. This guy, I won't lie, sometimes he's really gotten me. They invented React content. Yeah, they kind of did. Skype Laughter Chain tier list. Well, let me tell you, the baby is going somewhere in the bottom ones. But yeah, no, he's not doing it for me right now. Now this guy, legend, dude. This guy, I already have a smile on my face. He's one of the best to ever do it. But he's not. It's not happening today. I wish I had a laugh like this. I think it would make all my jokes hit way harder if I just went like this every single time. These guys, I'm not gonna lie, like I always kind of forget they're in here. They would probably be bottom of the barrel. And it's nothing against them, you know, it seems like they're having a great time. But, you know, it's really, I don't think it's worthy of being in here. This guy used to light up my world. You know, I've laughed like this at some points in my life. But he's not beating the old man. This is actually the best part of the whole laugh. Damn, it's not that funny. You know, we used to enjoy things as a civilization. This one's very animated. I do love that about it. I love people that get very animated when they laugh. I think it adds a lot to the occasion. Like, we've all had nights like this with our friends where something just hits. This is a very Angry Bird sounding laugh. Oh, dude, that part. Love it. I love it.
Oh mon Dieu, c'est quoi ça?
Not getting me, though. It is crazy, though. I love that. If I met her, I would laugh all the time with her. Damn, that was it? I was thinking there was one more. Yeah, I would say that those two guys are probably the worst ones. The baby is iconic because it's like the first one, you know, it's kind of like the thumbnail and shit. You should add your own. Yeah, it's just me going. Oh, man. I kind of, wait, hold on. I want to, is there like a wiki page on Skype Laughter Chain? There's a Know Your Meme page.
You got so many necklaces. Why you got necklace?
Skype was founded by Swedish resident and Denmark resident, created by Estonian developers. I don't fucking give a shit. What the fuck is Skype Laughter Chain? On August 28th, 2008, the Skype Laughter Chain YouTube channel uploaded a montage of videos featuring people laughing while watching clips of the previous participants laughing. In the following 7 years, the video garnered upwards of 23 million views and 29,000 comments. On November 2009, the r/Skype subreddit was launched for discussions about the application. Okay, cool. What the fuck does that have to do with the laughter chain? Did they discuss the laughter chain? I mean, they probably did at some point. On October 11th, 2010, YouTuber Hikakin posted a video titled Skype Beatbox, in which he produces various vocalizations mimicking the Skype notification sounds. Alright, hold on. This we gotta watch, dude. Wait, that's kind of real. I feel like he's doing it too slow.
Hello.
This is kind of scary. It has 5.1 million views. Oh, and it's like all the comments are from 10 years ago about people bonding like, isn't it crazy? Every time we start a Skype call, the first 5 minutes are us going, hey, can you hear me? Which is true. We used to, you know, back in the day, to be fair, that still happens every time I get Prezzo on stream. So like it's, you know, it's not a lost art. On December 7th, 2011, the Galga TV YouTube channel uploaded a video titled Skype Sex, in which a couple awkwardly attempts to cybersex over Skype video chat. Within years, the video gained over 9 million views and 840 comments. 9 million views and 800 comments is fucking crazy, man. Nobody was commenting on that shit. Nobody had anything to say. The video has been taken down. It doesn't exist. It's private now, apparently. In July 2014, the horror film Unfriended was released, in which a group of teenagers are haunted on Skype chat. Oh, dude. The Unfriended movie night was fucking legendary. We need more shit like that. That was so fun. Like, that was actually such a blast. Caught laughing hysterically at the Skype laughter chain. I accidentally videotaped over an hour on my cam after a chat session with my friend. And this was part of the footage which I found.
Okay, never mind.
This is a 14-year-old video or some shit. Wait, that's awesome. This is really what my stream looks like every time I open a game that was made after 2019. Queen of Bolio. Wait, her room setup is kind of sick too.
Oh my god. Oh, that was too funny.
You should bring back the wallpaper. Dude, if my landlord were to ever visit me and I've just replaced all the wallpaper with that old ass one I used to have, I think she would be so fucking confused. This is an awesome video. I've reacted to the Skype laughter chain just like this probably maybe 1,000 times. You know, I had a weird thought today where I was like, how many rooms have I been in my life? Like, how many rooms have I walked into it? So, because I thought about this, like, one time where I was, like, sick when I was 14 and my grandmother sent me to this, like, weird massage therapy in some, like, weird basement. And I was like, that room still exists. Like, I was in that room one time being like, what the fuck is happening to me right now? And then that like kind of raised the question of how many rooms have I been in my life? And it's also really weird when you end up back in a room where you haven't been in like years unexpectedly, and you look around and you're like, holy shit, I was in this room at some point in my life. What even is a room? Like, what would you classify it as? Like it has like walls and a roof, you know? It has 4 walls and a roof. Well, you know, maybe it's like a triangle shaped room. Then it could have 3 walls. Let's not limit the idea of a room here. But a cardboard box has that too. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not like 5'1". I can't fit into a cardboard box in 99% of scenarios. So I personally would not really count that as like a room. But it would have to be like thousands probably. I also every time I'm in like a random part of the world and I'm about to leave the hotel room for the last time, every single time I think like, I'm never going to see this room again. I'm going to die before I ever see this room again. And then I get like kind of sad about it. Like when it's like my last time brushing teeth in the hotel bathroom, I'm like, that's crazy. I'm never going to be in here again. I get so dramatic about leaving a place I'm visiting. I hate leaving. Leaving is one of the worst things that can happen to me. Even when I'm in a place where I'm like, I fucking hate this place.
Oh my god.
As soon as it's time to leave, I'm like, oh.
Oh, my head's hurting. Oh my god, that guy.
Me when I'm watching the aksually stream. Are you playing this vid so you have somebody laughing at your comments? And is that a crime? Is that so bad? To want... I should add a laugh track to my streams. Like Friends. Just a little bit of canned laughter after everything I say. And a little bit of like, oh. Please no. Why not? You should have the long ass applause that Ellen had. Please clap. What's on your shirt? It's a Freddie Dredd shirt. There's a lady on it. You need that iCarly remote that Sam had with all the sound effects. I think I bought it for somebody one time. Guys, I'm really bummed. I told my friend about the Shadow the Hedgehog video, and they just responded with, I don't like content involving Shadow. Wow. That's fucking horrible. That's truly horrific. Okay, my fucking recommended is horrific right now. There's this one video that I clicked on today. It's called Who is End Wokeness? And I was like, oh, this would probably be a half decent video to have on while I make this sandwich. And then it's a guy being like, I work with the US military. I do a lot of data analysis, and usually I give the go-ahead for drone attacks. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Like, I was just expecting like some guy that sits in his room being like, here's the End Wokeness Twitter account. Have you seen this? What is this? Spaceship Adventure, The Killers, Yo Gabba Gabba. What the fuck is this?
Now, let's go on a spaceship adventure with Brandon, Ronnie, Mark, and Dave.
No fucking way.
Come with us on a spaceship adventure, flying through the galaxy.
Wait, this is awesome. Is that map pad? Guys, please. Stop. Yeah, this show has like an insane soundtrack, I think. I've seen it like mentioned in the context of its soundtrack. And there's always some crazy shit on it. They randomly get such good artists on the show. That's so awesome. It looks sick too. This is like... I know this is a little bit older though, because the past decade, I don't think it was really possible to get them all in the same room. And this look on Brandon, it's giving like a little bit of an older look. But it would be kind of heartwarming if they put their feud aside for 1 second to get in this room together.
Listening and dancing to music is awesome!
True. That is true. Can you get this on Sound Map? I don't think I've opened up Sound Map in like a month at this point. I think that era is over. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Sound Map. I paid for it too. See, that's exactly why I didn't pay for it. There were points where I was like, I was getting a little bit itchy and I was like, oh, dude, I might do it. And then I just didn't do it. I couldn't do it. I got it for free. What? How the fuck did you get it for free? Just drains my data. I hated how much it drained your battery. Like every time I used it in public, I would be like, dude, that just ate up like 10% of my battery, and for what? You tried to invite like 10 people? The fuck? Wish it would drain something else. Okay. But yeah, my YouTube recommended is such a mess because there's I'm also getting recommended full Mr. Bean episodes. Anthony Bourdain was on Yo Gabba Gabba too, I forgot. Dude, they got everybody. What the hell have you been watching? I don't know, dude. A lot of shit. There's this one guy on YouTube Shorts that does cooking videos, and man, he fucking pisses me off, dude. Look, he seems like a nice guy, but holy fuck, his Shorts content is so dog shit. It is so bad. I don't even know what his name is. He's the guy that like throws the knives onto his cutting board. But all of his videos is like, I made this food, and then it's him making the food, and he takes a bite out of it, and it ends. It ends. The fucking short ends. He doesn't say what he thinks about the food. He says nothing. You watch the whole content to like think you're thinking like, oh my god, what's he gonna say? And then he just doesn't say it. I don't remember his name though. He always brags about how he's like Gordon Ramsay's protege or some shit. You watch it to see him make the food. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna make any of the shit he makes because he's like, today I'm gonna fucking freeze dry these things, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna do this. I just want to see I want to see what you think about it. I've been on Instagram Reels lately. It's bad. Hold on, let me scroll for a bit on my YouTube Shorts to see if it shows up. Oh my god, second one. Second one. It's this fucking guy, dude. I hate him.
Let's make accordion potatoes.
I can't stand this guy. Like, some of his videos are alright, but man, the ones where he just like bites on it and then it ends.
Let's make accordion.
Like, see? Is it good? What is, just say one word. Just say something. Like, why wouldn't you say anything? For real, even a exactly. Like, just something. Give us something. God damn. I think it's just because I've seen so much of him at this point that it's like, I know that shit is bland as hell too. Yeah, I mean, some of it does, but some of it does look good, which is why I want to hear the comment. I don't get all mad like this. Dude, you've been telling Landtastic some of the craziest things I've heard ever said to another human being for the last 6 months, I think. What else have I been watching? I do still watch the Link's dad says things. And that's like probably, you know, that's probably like my favorite. What is this? Why do you have this? Why do you have this, dude? My whole TikTok, because I don't use it outside of streams, is still all AP brain rot, by the way. All of it is literally just AP brain rot. What is this?
Where did Paul McCartney smoke in the video? Los Angeles. Paul McCartney smoking weed quiz. When was the video taken? February 2nd, 2023. Was this Paul's first time smoking weed?
No.
Yes. Why did Paul smoke? He was pressured into it by his friends. Was Paul chewing on the smoke? Yes, if you got all right. You really love the Paul McCartney smoking weed video. Where did Paul McCartney...
15 likes?
Oh no.
I do love them, to be fair.
You blew me while we were sleeping.
Why would you think it was me?
Have you guys seen the one where Link pees into Rhett's mouth? Can you show that? Is it... The fuck, dude? They had fucking Ted Danson on? Nah, they be having anybody on at this point. Don't spread rumor. I'm not spreading rumor. This is true.
Link, before we get started, do I have your consent to turn you into a human chocolate fountain?
You have it.
Oh, 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 God. Oh, goodness! This fountain actually has another feature.
I hate to ask you to do this, but can you pee into my mouth?
Nothing wrong with this!
See, he's peeing into his mouth.
Link, before we get started, do I have your consent to turn you into a human chocolate?
I love them. I love them. They're amazing.
White people be like.
Lil Kyra, thank you for the sub. Thank you so fucking much. Thank you. Thank you.
Today
he ate the whole bakery and left no crumbs.
Bean. I've been told you're not a very nice cat. For grooming anyways. Okay, Bean, can you please come out? Oh boy, okay.
I binge watched all of her videos. I do love her videos. I do watch them.
You're not gonna fit down there. Hello. Hello. Bean, I feel as though a more appropriate name would have been something like Melon.
God, I love this cat.
Any one of those. Now, before everybody starts a war in the comments about how fat this cat is, they just adopted him. And they're here to try to get him cleaned up because he's a bit of a mess.
Please watch this video, you'll love it. What is this? Meet this Buddhist cat who will find Buddha inside you. Holy shit.
안녕하세요.
기도하고 있는 거예요.
고양이가 기도를 한다고요?
합장하고 있잖아요. 한번 보세요.
Oh. This motherfucker's locked in.
꼼짝 안에 합장하고 이렇게 있어도 금방 흩어질 텐데.
I'd die for this cat.
않고 오랫동안 저렇게 한다고.
I can't watch cat videos now because it just I'm like I need a cat in my life. I miss having a cat because they're so nice. Like there's nothing more beautiful in life when you feel unwell, either physically or mentally, and the cat senses it and climbs all over you. There's nothing better. Mine don't gaff.
고양이? 고양이? 수도하는 그 고양이?
사람보다 좀 나은 것 같아.
인내력이 대단하잖아요.
But I don't need a cat. She doesn't live with me anymore. It loved my grandmother loved it too much. It was literally one of those scenarios where when we got the cat, my grandmother was kind of like, whatever, you know, it's your life, do whatever you want. And then, you know, like 2 weeks into having the cat, she made it very clear that it was her cat. Not ours. It was her cat.
예. 일단 부처님 어디 있어? 타라.
Are you allowed pets in your building? In my contract it says, or in my lease it says no pets, but like my landlord has never been here. I could have a fucking horse in this apartment and like she would never know. Oh.
볼까요? 자.
Kind of looks like one of those really depressing crying cats. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
본능이니까 어쩔지 모르겠어.
한장을 하지 뭐 얘들은.
냠냠.
Nope. Nope. I love when videos include that sound effect.
참 야무끼네. 뭐 봐.
Holy fuck.
진짜 안 먹네.
안 먹. 입도 안 돼요. 이것도 그 냄새 나는 걸 이렇게 사료에다가 막 묻혀놔봤거든. 근데 그 묻은
She doesn't eat meat because she's Buddhist.
야옹 소리 안 내던 우리 딸이가 야옹야옹 하더라고. 그래서 이상한 느낌이 더 나가봤거든요. 그랬더니 쥐를 누르고 저를 부른 거예요.
There's this family in my apartment building that has probably like 6 cats.
치워달라는 거지.
And sometimes they're hanging out in the hallway and they'll just come up to me and I get to pet them a few times and it's really awesome. One time one of them tried to run into my apartment and I felt really bad being like, I don't think we're allowed to do this. Whoa, what the hell? Why? Because, like, probably, you know, if I let it into my apartment, there's probably going to be, like, police search for it.
이러니까 선생님이 안 이뻐해요. 네, 고마워요.
God, it's good to be a cat. What a good life. Fucking love that shit. Always jealous of cats. No, yeah, me too. Some of them are just fucking chilling. You know, some cats, they're in the fucking streets. They're fighting every day. You know, I don't envy that existence, but... Wait, 600 rabbits? 49-minute video about 600 rabbits? Japan's amazing rabbit island. Does Japan just have islands for every fucking animal? They have like a cat one too. I wish I would have met more rabbits in my time. I've not met enough rabbits. Time to play with cute rabbits. That's what we're here for. Like, rabbits really are just one of the cutest animals. It's kind of insane that they look like this. I had to go digging for this because I forgot what it was called with this video. What is this? Holy shit. I don't think I've ever even had this done to me. Holy shit. You need to turn into a cat? Put on some cat ears. Have somebody do this to me.
안녕하세요, 김탁순 고객님. 예약 시간보다 조금 일찍 오셨네요.
You? Okay, then it's you all of a sudden. Whatever, man.
본선 화보 촬영 때문에 긴장이 많이 되신다고요? 걱정하지 마세요. 모두 다 잘 될 거예요. 그런데 같이 오신 분은
Love these fucking...
호랑이 무늬가
Everybody loves cats. Everybody loves dogs. And don't get me don't fucking star on that shit. There's always one person that's like, "Oh, actually I don't like dogs at all, dude. They're too dependent on you and they're fucking stupid. I like cats way more cuz dogs are fucking stupid." It's like, okay, they're you know what? They're sweet. They're cute. I like a dog cuz you know it'll like it loves playing with you. I kind of don't like some dogs. I don't give a fuck if a dog bites me. I fuck with it. Wait, Bob Ross campfire? Wait, a campfire Bob Ross painting? This is kind of crazy.
Oh, welcome back.
He does not usually do this.
You know, in every series, there has to be a crazy day, and this is our crazy day. So we thought we'd do a painting that's really far out and that maybe it'll excite the imagination. We're going to have a little
Dude, tell me about it.
down here, and all
a fucking campfire? Like, that's crazy.
Sort of see what happens. And I've taken a black canvas that was painted with a flat black acrylic that was allowed to dry, and then covered the entire canvas with alizarin crimson. So let's go. Let's start out with cad yellow on the 1-inch brush, and decide where you want the little...
We're not allowed to have dogs because my dad had to go to the ER when he was younger because a dog bit his ass really badly while he was playing football with his friends.
Campfire to be here. And
I've been bit by a dog a couple times in my life, but you know what?
Just start making
I don't care. It's okay. They can bite me.
And working around. There we go. and just let this go.
One time I met a dog that
Go
just
all the way
hated
out to the
children.
edges of the canvas, even if you can't see anything happen.
Even my cat, it's really, dude, I almost teared up when I went to visit my mom and grandma last time because I went with my nieces. And so our cat back home, Lola, she was a stray. She lived in a village where like the people were feeding her. She would go door to door, people would feed her. But she really does not like kids. Like she will just hide and run away. And my oldest niece was so sad. She wanted to pet the cat so sad, it was so bad, but the cat was just hiding. And she like kept asking me, like, did I do something wrong? Like, why doesn't the cat want to see me? And I was like, dude, this is the most like depressing situation I've ever seen in my life. And I was trying to like make the cat comfortable and lure her out, but like she just wasn't having it. As soon as my nieces would leave the room, she would kind of poke her head out and like lean in for a pet. But then when my nieces would show up, she would disappear again. It was really sad.
Up the color. There. Just all the way out. Just these little crisscross X-type strokes. There. Now, you can make this.
When I was little, I had a friend with a pervert dog that always humped me from behind. I've only been humped on by little dogs. It's always the little dogs that are perverts.
So we'll clean the brush.
A big dog has never really done that to me. It's always the little ones that are like.
Go right back in here.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
And just lay in some color. And then begin working.
Dude, this looks
outward
fucking sick. Let's see where this goes. Oh my god.
Because you know, when you have the little campfire out there at night, things almost look unreal. You get all kinds of weird colors and shapes. They're beautiful.
Sometimes my dog bites me over food. He came from a bad place. I can't get mad at him.
There we go.
Yeah, I try to be understanding of some animals.
Clean up that reflection there a little bit. I'm going to take a tiny bit of the yellow. And put a
Dude, I miss when I was, during quarantine, I would get high as fuck and I would just have Bob Ross on. Oh, man. Good ass fucking times. It gets even better, dude. He drew a tree. This is the craziest Bob Ross painting I think I've ever seen in my life. He's never done this.
Okay. Now then.
Isn't he a pervert? What are you talking about? Is that real? Don't do this. If that's not real, that's like a crazy thing to say about Bob Ross. Made it up. All right, look, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. I just can't. I can't have y'all doing this, man. All right, you can't do this. Yeah, Miku incident all over again. But Miku is like, you know. The Miku one was crazy. The Miku one was just someone being like, Miku's a pedophile or some shit. Remember when he had that squirrel in an episode? He had a squirrel in an episode. First firing of a new pipe. Hold on a minute. Look at this old ass man. This awesome ass old man.
Come in. Come in. Nice to see you. I'm about to ascend the perilous journey up the library steps again. I'm up here. This is my nice edition of the stem, but really I would leave it up to you. So then he explained, now I think at this point, well, he made and
You, when you turn 30, he kind of does look like me.
little tube thing, and I took it out, and it had
This is what your alt streams feel like?
bag. It says Jason Patrick on it, but this is, let me just show you this. I mean, it's absolutely.
I should get a pipe.
But
Just smoke it during alt
it's not-
streams.
Oh.
Oh, to be an old man moaning a little bit after you hit your pipe.
Anyway, I thought let's read something.
I love
Which is
old
kind of
men discovering YouTube. Nobody does it like them.
probably something of Tolkien's view.
He's reading a fucking book. This is awesome.
reflected through. So the prologue has an article concerning hobbits, you may remember.
So crazy that
It's a verse thing.
you just unlock different
the very
types of guy you can be as you get older.
That's lovely, this.
Have you watched the old guy who makes weird instruments? No.
concerning pipeweed.
Do you think the librarian smokes a pipe while he edits Northline clips?
There is
I'm
another
so curious about this
astonishing thing
librarian character.
about hobbits of old that must be mentioned. An astonishing.
I didn't realize this, but the librarian unfollowed me at some point, and then I followed them, thinking like, "Fuck it, I'll give them the follow back." And then they followed me, and I was like, "What the fuck? This motherfucker unfollowed me at some point."
They imbibed or
So I have beef with the librarian now.
clay or wood the smoke of the burning leaves of a herb, which they called pipeweed or leaf.
I'm gonna be reading to Prezzo like this in Montreal. He gets night terrors. I'm gonna try to sue them. I'm gonna try to, you know, this is a lot more wholesome than leggings bloke. Every now and then on my For You page on Twitter, I open up my Twitter and it's someone from this chat posting about leggings bloke. I'm like, I cannot believe me showing that guy once on stream has like given him like half of his dedicated audience. I feel like you'd fuck with this.
I got this bloody barrel full of water sitting in my backyard. It's been raining on there and there's all sorts of crap in this water. And the missus asked me to empty it. But I'm not strong enough to push the bloody thing over. There must be at least 200 litres of water in here. And I can always try and siphon it. But with a hose this size, it's going to take 3 weeks to bloody empty. Not to mention sucking up a mouthful of horrible crap while I'm doing it. What I really need is a hose about this size. I know I'm full of hot air, but even I haven't got enough puff to get the suction going on this.
Yeah, no, he needs to fire the editor. He needs to have a sit down with his grandson or whoever the fuck edits these and say, don't do this. Just let me have my chill ass vibes by myself. Because I do like what he's giving.
Yeehaw, Grandma. See you next time.
Pete's Tools. Watch this one. This one's cute. Why is there a plug? What the fuck is this? Why is there a plug on the side? What is... What? Man, these sound effect channels are getting real creative. No, that was really adorable. That was honestly warmed my heart. Can you watch mine? It's an actual video.
Some time ago, I had an idea to make a weird musical instrument, so I got a watering bulb and some old dog toys and took the squeakers out and put them in it.
Wait, that sounded like the beginning of Epic Sax Guy.
Okay, that didn't work quite as well as anticipated, but the idea was there. You take all these squeakers from old dog toys, and what you do is you put them into this ball so that when you blow it, you get the sound of all of the squeakers at once. And of course, they're all horribly discordant. The next stage
Discord
was to attach lots of horns. I had some old plastic saxophones left over. Oh, that worked very nicely, because some of those saxophones had squeakers in them as well. I then added some beads for decoration. Next stage.
Had to wait for my timeout to end, but do y'all not know that the Miku thing was also me? You're just like, that's not a... I should just permaban you.
And then I painted it black. And then the final thing was to add lots more horns in the form of actually golf tees.
Holy fucking
It
shit.
ended up looking like this. Then I sprayed the whole thing black and gave it some gold highlights.
Holy
to make it
fuck.
look bronze. And here is the final horn. It's bloody awful, isn't it? I'm quite proud of myself.
Oh, I love that. It looks awesome. It looks really cool. What is this?
Oh man, look at those eyebrows. He is so worried. The tears just can't stop coming out. Oh my god, crying Crandall, I feel so bad. But I think it's gonna be all okay, crying Crandall. Don't worry. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. I'll let him know. Thanks, Milkshake Michael. Keep it cheesy. Yo, guys, I just got off the phone with Milkshake Michael. He is so kind. He's kind as fluff, guys. He just
Bro has a
said, "Go give
parasocial
Crying
attachment
Crandall a
to
free cheesy
AI
to
art.
make up for this." Wow. I mean, it's coming right out of Milkshake Michael's pockets, but I think he can handle it. He's got a lot of business coming in, and he's got some money coming in because
Nah, the fucking ... dude. I'm dead.
milkshakes are really, really popular. His cheese drinks are really popular, so Milkshake Michael is just a kind dude. Also, he said he's going to be throwing in a free Lemon Larry. He's going to use Lemon Larry to make a lemonade, so he's going to be gifting Crying Crandall with a lemonade and a cheesy drink to replace his cheesy drink.
Bro, these are not John Pork. They will never be John Pork. Okay, fuck you guys. He's literally crying. And he deserves to cry. Two hours?
By the end of 50 BC, Gaius Julius...
Look, this is some shit that I'm actually gonna like so I can watch it at some point. I'm not watching... I'm not watching this on stream. This is some shit I put on where I'm like, I'm doing crosswords, I need something on in the background. Because I do fuck with this, these videos a lot. There's this one history channel that I really love. It's just a guy that like kind of sits there and talks about it. And he's fucking incredible. I forgot what his name is. Anyone else seeing the new Twitter layout? Oh god. You see the pre-modernist new video on state flags? Oh yeah, that's who I was talking about. I saw that, but I didn't watch it yet. Fart Blossom! Thank you so freaking much! I will say, I use Twitter so little now, and the quality of my life has increased. It has gone up. It does get better, guys. If you don't open the website as much, you do feel, it kind of feels like it has health benefits. Like, I feel like I have more energy when I wake up in the morning. Because I used to be on that shit way too much. I'm just on fucking... I think I've been getting better at kind of installing Tumblr into my routine. I just opened Tumblr now, and I really like it. What is this 24 frames of Nick video? I mean frames of Nick. I don't know who 24 frames of Nick is. You know what I'm doing the first thing when I get LASIK? I'm going to a water park. I'm going straight from the LASIK place to a water park, and then the chlorine in the water is going to make me go blind. But it'll be worth it. I got LASIK, I never thought about unlocking water parks. It's just so miserable. If you have glasses and you're as blind as me, it's a very miserable experience. So I just haven't been to a water park since I was a young kid. I don't wear contacts. But also I would just like, I think even if I did wear contacts, I'd be kind of paranoid about losing them in a water park. Like, this shit's just kind of... You know what the best thing is? When you spent the whole day at a water park, and you go home and you lay in bed. It feels so fucking good. Although one time when we took a class field trip to a water park, we had like a meal at the end of it and I got food poisoning from it. And that didn't feel very good at night, I'm not gonna lie. How are the water parks in Sunny? They're honestly pretty good. I won't lie, like they're... I don't know why, but this country is like kind of eating with the water parks. I think when I went to visit Nick in Florida, he really wanted to go to a water park with me, and I had to break his heart when I said, I can't do it, just because of the vision situation. This slide looks boring as fuck. Honestly, I'm so depraved of water parks that, like, I'm loving this. I don't like the crazy ones anyways. I don't like the ones where, like, the floor underneath you disappears and then you just fly into it. I've never been in one of those, but I just don't know, man. It kind of freaks me out. You should go on a European water park tour. Top 15 best indoor water parks in Europe. Stoney's probably not mentioned, huh? One of the reasons I got LASIK 4 years ago was because I loved water parks so much. I don't even remember you ever wearing your glasses. This water park is located inside a former steam power plant. Is LASIK worth it? It's very expensive. I've met tens of people in my life that said it was like the best decision they ever made. And every now and then you will meet one person that like gets really angry when you mention wanting to get LASIK. Because they like knew someone who it didn't go so well for, but it's like, I don't know, man. I've read enough about it where I kind of like understand the risks associated with it. So I think it's good to be educated about it. And I've done enough reading about it where I'm like, I'm taking the risk, which the risk isn't that big, but if you do meet the one person that it didn't go well for, it seems like the risk is like exponential. And it is a procedure that's evolving pretty fast. It feels like every couple years when I check in on it, there's like been like new advancements that are crazy. Poland. My ass going to Poland. I did go to a water park in the hometown of the Voros twins. I think that was the last time I went to a water park, and it was fun. It was very fun. Okay, that looks awesome. How often do you check in? You know, I like to read about it every now and then. As I daydream about getting LASIK. All I think about is the Final Destination scene. Look, the thing for me is, nothing will deter me from anything because all I think about is like, that shit will never happen to me, man. I got like too much plot armor. It's not made for me. Nothing bad could ever happen to me. You should watch a LASIK procedure on stream. It's cool and I promise it's not gory. I remember when I got my tonsils removed, I watched like 25 videos about it. And for some reason, I still went into the surgery thinking that they didn't do it through your mouth. They did it through your throat. So like I wasn't paying much attention clearly. I thought they cut holes into your throat and took it out, which is crazy. That would be like an insane way to do it. And I only realized that that's not how they do it when I woke up and like the clamp that they used to keep my mouth open really like fucked up my lips. And I was like, oh shit, dude, they went in through the mouth. Watch scary ghost videos. What's y'all's vibes on ghosts? Y'all fucking with it? Y'all believing in that? What's like the... Because, you know, I've been watching some 6 Feet Under, and it does dabble in the kind of ghost idea. And it's made me think about it more, and the idea of, like, ghosts existing in, like, a kind of a nice way is really endearing, and I would love for, you know, you lose a loved one, it would be kind of nice for the ghost to visit you and be like, hey, man, don't worry about it. I'm a ghost now, and it's kind of sick. I'm in a better place. But then I do get into the idea of being haunted would be pretty annoying. I probably wouldn't enjoy it. It would traumatize me a bit. And I used to be really scared of it as a kid because my grandmother used to always tell me about how like he would befriend all these like village alcoholics and then they would die and they would all like move in with her. they would all be like living in her house, and she'd be like, there's one in this house right now, and I'd be like, why are you telling me this, bro? I'm 8 years old. I don't like this. I don't feel good. So like, you know, I don't know. The old man who lived in the house I grew up in before my family would visit me and liked to garden. I mean, that's cool if like the ghost does like chores, you know. If it's like a ghost that like, you know, throws knives at you and shit that like barely miss you, that's not as good. But if like the ghost like vacuums and like you know, grows tomatoes and shit, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But it does, you know, the pervert aspect of the ghost kind of does fuck me up, because it's like, you know, what if the ghost was a pervert, and now it's like, oh, you have a free pass to watch me shower. That's you know, is there like laws on that? Do the ghosts get to just, do they have like a free for all? Like what's the
White people be like,
I don't know.
This prezzo cute.
Bright Tiger, thank you. There's no way you become a ghost without being perverted. So it's like a requirement on the application. That would be kind of concerning. What kind of entity is controlling this inflow of ghosts? Like, I don't know. Like, do I get, like, also, like, if I as a ghost, I die, right? Do I get to, like, haunt all of my viewers as well? What do I think about that, too? Like, I'm so embarrassed. Why are you watching me poop on the toilet? You're pooping on the toilet, dude? Well, that's more of a problem than the ghost watching you, man. You don't know where I live? I know where all of you guys live. I hate to break it to you. I have an extension where everyone that sends a message, it puts your address next to your name. I think ghost bureaucracy is a subject that requires more research. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, because I think for a while I kind of stopped thinking about ghosts when I started living alone. I kind of didn't like the idea of there being ghosts in my house when I'm by myself. But now I've been doing this long enough where I'm open to it again. Why your song got farts in it? I don't know what you're talking about. I think what I said earlier gives me a lot of food for thought. All right, you really got me pulling up the chat logs. It makes sense to me if they did exist, because our minds are so complex and there's no way all of that energy just disappears. Yeah, that's true. But then also, like, I don't know, you know? Maybe that's just humans being humans and being like, oh, we're so complex. We can't just die. We can't just cease existing. There's no way that's possible. We're humans. We matter. We're real. I just want to die low-key. Okay. You know, don't we all sometimes? Like, we're the best. I feel like, you know, I think if we're talking about like extraterrestrial life, it's kind of a really depressing idea if it doesn't exist. You know, this gigantic universe and just nobody else exists. It's kind of like a really like sad idea for me. But I also like I don't know. I don't really like, if they did exist, why would they visit us? Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, if this whole, like, oh, there's UFOs in Brazil, and I'm like, why? Like, why would they be here? Surely if they've developed advanced enough technology to build, like, a fucking spaceship that can just come here and, like, zoom around and shit, they've probably found a planet that's, like, way more exciting. I think they're too far. Yeah, I think if they're out there, they're probably too far, and we'll never know. You know, Earth will wipe us out before we'll ever run into them, probably. I think it's genuinely impossible, because if bacteria is considered alive, there's no shot there's not at least something like that on other planets. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I agree with that. But I also think Look, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Arrival, but what I do like about it is I think it really kind of thinks outside the box in terms of extraterrestrial life, because I think a lot of theories and a lot of movies, they're kind of like, oh, it's just gonna be guys with like bigger heads, and they're gonna walk around and they're gonna have all the same senses and all the same communication just as us, which like probably not. You know, I like that about Arrival, where it gets really kind of weird with it. And I feel like that's what it would probably be if it did exist. It would be some like, I don't know, like there's so much shit that we probably wouldn't even be able to comprehend about them. Or if there's a planet out there with dinosaurs that hasn't been hit with the asteroid. That would be I mean, I would like that more than the dinosaurs being here. You know, I'm not really walking around every day thinking, oh man, I wish they were still here. Because I think that would be like kind of a lot to deal with, frankly. I want to go out into nature and not worry about like a big ass T-Rex coming in and eating me, probably. Love the implication that there's an asteroid that hunts dinosaurs. Yeah, it just kind of gets up and goes back into the air after it's done its work. I get scared seeing some animals low-key. I will say that my phobia of snakes, when I'm in nature, it does just make me constantly paranoid. And I love nature. I feel so nice when I'm out there, but it does constantly make me paranoid. And I'm always so... Not this fucking track coming on, dude. I'm always so locked in on the ground. I'm always looking straight ahead of me because I'm so scared of, like, there being one in front of me. And I haven't seen a snake in the wild in a long time, but I'm scared that when it happens next time, it's really going to freak me out. Your phobia of snakes pisses me off for some reason. Okay. Well, you piss me off. Are there snakes in Estonia like a lot? There was literally a snake's nest next to the house I lived in. There were like a shit ton of snakes. They're all like adders and vipers, I think. Yeah, adders. And then I think vipers is just like a... Ugh, I just had to... Ugh. Actually, I think it's just adders. I've never seen a wild snake. I've seen so many of them. I don't really think about snakes because I live in Ohio, but I would probably be scared of them if I had to worry about it. Are there no snakes in Ohio? Ohio snakes. Holy fuck, dude. There's 25 species of snakes in Ohio. Apparently. There's one in my backyard. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of freaks me out. I am like trying to expose myself to like images and videos of snakes more a little bit. Because I think in the last couple of years, it came back for some reason. I didn't really think about it that much for a while. And now it's come back and I do get the shivers down my spine when I see like a video of it. Yeah, I'm a little bit snake phobic. I think my nightmare is like Pixar making a snake movie. Literally me, I can't look at shark or deep sea creatures at all. I think I'm too disconnected from sharks to really care. But it would be one of those things like if I had to like worry about them showing up in my backyard, I'd probably be like a little bit scared. You should be in Fear Factor. Oof. I would hate it, dude. I would hate it if they just like fucking hit me with the fucking snakes. I think that would really piss me off. I'm terrified of tornadoes. I used to be very terrified of tornadoes. But I kind of forgot about this. But as a kid, easily my worst fear was the dark. Like, I was really, really scared of the dark. I didn't even sleep without the lights on until I was like 12. I'm not even kidding. Or at least like I had to have the TV on. And then what happened was like I went to stay with like some other relative, and this relative was outraged by the fact that I was 12 and I was scared of the dark. They were like, "What is wrong with you, bro?" And I was like, "I don't know, man." I hate cockroaches and went to see the new Despicable Me movie recently, and the main villain is a guy dressed like a cockroach. Yeah, I feel like I've never had many. Do cockroaches bite? Do they bite you? Or are they just kind of like annoying and big and weird? I think. No, but they jump. They make noises? I didn't know that. I have like a big fear of ants. That's a shame because, I mean, people say this to me every time I say I don't like snakes. But they're really fascinating. What's up, Harry? I need to live somewhere that cockroaches don't. I feel like there's not that many cockroaches here, but maybe I just like dodge that one. Because they do seem to be everywhere on this map that I'm looking at right now. I don't like crickets because my brother and his friends threw them on me when I was like 6 years old. See, that's the worst, dude. Something happens to you once as a kid and then you're like a grown-ass motherfucker thinking about it. Because that's me with snakes. That's literally what happened there. That's like, my snake encounter is one of the only times in my life where I literally remember like panicking so hard that I couldn't stop screaming. Like I remember I was just running away and I was just nonstop screaming. And I went into my house and it was 100% like the first panic attack I ever had. Because I remember I just kind of like, I laid in my bed and then I couldn't lay in my bed because I was like, what if there's snakes in the bed? And I was just kind of like, restless and screaming and crying. What if instead of assassinating you, somebody threw a snake on you? I don't want to be like, even the idea of that, sends me some shivers. If your bed had been a plane, they made a movie about that. I have seen the movie Snakes on a Plane. I don't know why I watched it. I watched it when I was like a teenager because I was like, I need to get over it. It was a fucking nightmare. I hated it. It was absolutely horrifying. All I remember is the one scene where there's like a couple having sex in the bathroom and then a snake comes from the ceiling and bites them. That's all I remember about the movie. I think the plot of the movie is that they're transporting like a huge shipment of snakes and then they break free in the cargo hold and they start like infesting the plane. It's a horrifying concept. And whoever came up with it, kind of genius, but it's like absolutely fucked. Is it just big venomous snakes that scare you or smaller snakes too? I don't really... Look, you know, preferably I would not see like a ball python. You know, I would prefer to not see one. I would prefer to not be in contact with it. But they don't really like freak me out as much as the snakes that look mean. You know? A lot of snakes look mean, and if they look mean, it freaks me out. How do you feel about worms? I don't mind worms. Because worms just kind of look stupid as fuck. Like, it's kind of unbelievable that they just look like that. But I also do think the whole idea of, like, them not having any legs and shit just kind of creates, like, a disconnect in my brain where I kind of don't want to... What about eels? Tastes good as fuck. But then you see like videos of like those eel pits where it's just all dark and there's like 600 eels all like slithering along together. And I think like, oh, I don't know, man. Yeah, the video of eels eating the pizza is just kind of like horrifying. These two snakes used to mate on our porch all the time. Oh, dude. I've seen that before when they're all like together and shit. Ugh. Oh, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Like, I used to go to the woods all the time. I used to take a little trip to the woods and I would take a walk there, but like literally the whole time I was just so paranoid because I was alone. When I'm with friends, I'm like, I let my friends walk in front of me. I do kind of sacrifice my friends in that situation where I'm like, okay, if we run into a snake, it's their fault and they have to deal with it. But when I'm alone, it really freaks me out. So I can't even like do it. Maybe I should play some Mario Kart. Maybe we do some Mario Kart. I don't know where my controller is though. I need to... Where the fuck did I put my controller? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I'll make a lobby. I will say, something that has like saved my life recently is I've returned to the routine of making a sandwich every morning. I make like I put like fucking prosciutto on that shit. Prosciutto, some good ass fucking tomatoes, put some salt on the tomatoes. It's fucking... What bread though? I don't even know what type of bread this specific one I'm using is. It's just like these like buns. They're already like pre-cut in half. And I like to put them in my toaster. And it's just like, it's kind of crazy how like,
White people,
you know, when you're like really depressed, they always tell you like, you just need a routine and it'll fix you. And you're like, fuck off, idiot. But then it kind of does work. Even if it's as small as like making a sandwich every morning, because it's something to look forward to. Why is my fucking... It is, yeah, that's like my big thing right now, is I make sandwiches every time I wake up. Okay, my fucking screen is black for some reason. My Switch had a layer of dust on it. Yeah, no, mine is pretty, I wish I had the colorful, Joy-Cons. I will say, though, I ate with putting this fucking screen protector on. It's, like, perfect. Which I always fuck it up. But I somehow fucking devoured this shit when I put it on. Gonna end up buying a Switch 2 just to play new Mario Kart. I mean, yeah, that's what it's gonna be for me too. I will just, you know, I'll buy it so I can play the new Mario Kart on stream, which is gonna be exciting. Okay, I got it working. I love my Switch so much I can't lie. What games do you guys mostly play on it? Because I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of games, but I just never really play them. Mario Kart and Splatoon. Am I missing out having never played Splatoon in my life? Big Splatoon hater. Please play Tears of the Kingdom. I should have played Breath of the Wild more. I did really enjoy it. I think like the whole atmosphere in that game is kind of incredible. Alright guys, here's the lobby. LD2NC. So what you're saying is you will play Tears of the Kingdom on stream? Probably not. I have seen streamers with some of the most dedicated audiences on Twitch completely tank their viewership as soon as they put that game on. And I don't know why that game is so bad for viewership. Nobody wants to watch that shit. Cuz it is a beautiful game. Let's do like 16 races. I watched Hassan play it. I think part of it is because people think they're going to play it at some point. I want it to be spoiler-free. Let's be honest. There's nothing better than watching your favorite streamer play an awesome game. I'd rather smoke pot. You ruined my life because now I don't want to play The Walking Dead because I know what's going to happen. Just wait a year. I've watched maybe like 4 different playthroughs of that game. And then I played it by myself alone. And now I played it again on stream. And it just kind of still hits. So you'll be fine. God, this game is so beautiful. Ah. I enjoy the fact that Roy screams whenever he boosts. I love Roy. I'm a Roy for lifer. Also, I don't know how many of you were there for this, but there was that one stream where me and Prezzo just looked through like YouTube comment sections for probably like an hour. And we found this one guy that had like paid a bunch of bots to be like, you know, in the comment sections of like music videos, he would be like, this song and then this random ass track by someone named Clover Cage saved my life. And I was doing that again. I was looking through YouTube comments and I saw that again. So I went back on his channel and it's this like random guy that makes music. And I was like, I have to do like a deep dive on this guy. Like I need to... This guy is like one of the most peculiar beings I've ever seen in my life. I need to see more about him. And he has this whole like dramatic ass video where he's... By the way, the weirdest thing about his music videos is that there's not a single human being in sight. He's walking through like downtown Boston in all of his music videos. There's never another human being, which I don't know how that's possible. There's like 2 music videos where I saw where there were like people on the sidewalk. And I found one of the music videos where he picks up this like toy baby. I'm like, what is this gonna be about? And it's a fucking anti-abortion music video. And it's about this like whole thing where it's like, Joe Biden has passed these terrible laws. If it were for Joe Biden, this baby would have never been born. I'm like, dude, this is not a real baby. This is a fucking made up fake baby. And then like I was like, I Googled him, and one of the first search results was his LinkedIn. And there's pictures of him with like Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa and like the guy that shot Meghan Trainor, I forgot his name. But I was like, at first I was like, these are edited pictures. It's like, no, they're real. And I think he's just a guy that works on music videos. Not Meghan Trainor, the fucking Megan Thee Stallion. Meghan Trainor did not get shot. The Stallion. No, yeah, some of y'all just like didn't even pick up on that. Yeah, Tory Lanez. There's a picture of him with Tory Lanez. But other than that, there's like no, there's like not much on this guy. He's just a guy that makes music videos and then bots the views. And puts like bots in comment sections to promo the song. And all the comments are like, half of them are like, this music fucking changed my life. You're so underrated, bro. You deserve so many more listeners. And the other half are like, bro, you look weird as fuck. You look fucking weird and this music is ass. Oh, fuck. Why am I doing so bad? Need you to make an hour video essay on this guy? I would, but like, the rabbit hole is honestly not that deep. Like, I really tried hard to like kind of figure out what his whole deal was, but like, he really does not have much of a presence at all. He kind of feels like he's not even a real person. Just speculate aimlessly for an hour. Yeah, I'll just start making up theories in my head. Which, to be fair, a lot of YouTubers do that anyway, so... wouldn't be anything new on the website. No! Also, to all the video essayists, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm kind of tired of opening up a video essay and seeing a guy in front of a green screen. It's like so dead at this point. Which sucks because it is like a really great way to get the information across, but like it's gotta stop. Everybody's doing it now. Oh my god. I'm so fucking ass right now. I'm actually gonna be last 2 races in a row. What the fuck is going on? It's like, I just can't do it anymore. It's every fucking one. It's every single video I open up and it's a guy holding a microphone in front of a green screen. The tiny mic, yeah. Like, you can, you know, we can revert back to the ages where, like, every video essay was a guy sitting in his office chair with, like, his 3 monitors behind him. We can go back to that, too. People don't do that enough anymore. That's, like, you know, it would be, like, at this point, a fresh new twist. Videos are kind of boring now. I feel like everyone's doing them and no one is smart enough to be saying the shit they want to say. I think people should make more video essays about shit that they're actually just passionate about rather than trying to sound like they are really smart and intelligent. Like, I don't really give a shit about, like, oh, I'm gonna get really deep. Like, just talk about some shit that you really, really fuck with, and I don't give a shit about anything that's going on with the video stylistically. I'll watch it. Because, I mean, that's what I did back in the day. I'm not, like, intelligent enough to do, like, fucking Lemino-style deep dives on the fucking JFK assassin. But I do have enough brain cells to be like, I loved Habbo Hotel, guys. Anybody else? Hawk Tua followed me on Twitter. Is that real? That's huge. Congratulations. Maybe you can get on Talk Tua. But then there are some, like, video essays where they're just, like, they're a fucking different class. They're still, like, people are still innovating and doing, and also, some people, I think they kind of realize, like, they're good enough at talking where, like, they don't need to be doing all that. Like, Drew Gooden. He can just talk. He doesn't need to, like, fucking do a bunch of editing and shit. Dude, why am I so bad? What is going on right now? Like, this is horrific. This is like the worst fucking start I've ever had in my life. There's a difference between video essay and commentary. I think, we should shoot probably like 99.9% of all commentary YouTubers into the sun. Like, I really just cannot stand commentary YouTubers whatsoever. The kind of content that they farm is just complete dog shit. And it kind of also reflects on them as a people in their, you know, in their private lives. Like, I think a good, like, probably even more than 99.9% of the commentary YouTubers I've met are all just kind of horrible people. And especially now where I think, like, most commentary YouTubers that could be saved have realized, like, oh no, this content is kind of dog shit and I suck. They've, like, started doing way more creative and interesting shit. And the people that still haven't done that, they're kind of beyond saving at this point. Because I do think that commentary is kind of a necessary evil in the YouTube landscape, but most of them do not hold themselves to a high enough standard to do this. Especially when they, like, churn out this shit, like, every fucking day. Like, I'm sorry, but you cannot be getting, like, the information correct if you're just doing this shit every fucking day. Sorry, I'm a little bit locked in right now.
White people be like,
Sophia the OG, thank you. Okay. Fourth. We're back. The good commentary YouTubers are really good though, but they're also the ones who don't just talk about drama. Yeah, I think D'Angelo Wallace is good. I think honestly, the downfall of a lot of commentary YouTubers is not only just their laziness, but it's also the fact that they all start like living in commentary YouTuber echo chambers. And then, you know, they get like all sorts of commentary drama with each other. And it's just like kind of gross at that point. See D'Angelo in a video. Is that the one where he like makes a Twitter account and tries to only get like a normal feed, but it just can't happen? I haven't watched it, but I saw it posted somewhere. Like, I've witnessed this a lot in person. Commentary YouTubers will mercilessly shit on people in their videos, and then at VidCon, they're so shocked that those people don't like them. And they're always like, they always go on and about like, oh, I like it when people are good sport. Like, bro, they have a right to dislike you. Because, like, half the people you shit on did not deserve this kind of, like, coverage. Like, some child makes a video and they're like, this fucking stupid child is an idiot. Like, yeah, there are a bunch of, like, shitty-ass YouTubers that, like, I couldn't care less. If, like, a bunch of, you know... Turkey Tom, this is about you. Turkey Tom is, like, one of the biggest freaks of all time. And I fucking pray to God this doesn't reach him, because he gets so fucking annoying about anyone that ever mentions him. He gets so, like, pressed. But I've known about that kid for probably, like, 7 or 8 years now, and the fact that he has blown up in the way that he has is, like, an insane tragedy. He is fucking horrendous. People told me who Turkey Tom is so many times, but I just don't get it. Well, I mean, that's good. That's good. One of those people where, like, you really don't need to know. Like, it's really just... It's kind of a blessed thing to not know anything about him. Please. Okay, at least I'm not last. Oh my god. What a fucking recovery. I think my problem is also the fact that because I made videos and I was so, like, annoying about the details in my own videos, I do sometimes watch videos with, like, oh man, dude, oh, he fucked that edit up by, like, 1 second, and then I start thinking about it too much, and that's just me being an asshole. And all the, like, little, like, when someone didn't put, like, an extra 1% effort in to, like, cut something out, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, why? Because I was, like, the type of motherfucker, like, when I would do narration in my videos, I would do probably 30 takes of everything. Because I would be like, oh, no, you can hear my saliva too much in that one. Oh, the cadence in this sentence is just off. I would do, like, 30 times, which is not... It's not really a healthy way of doing it. But I was just, I don't know, I would really, like, just fucking hate it. And it would take me forever. Which is why I also could never do like the videos of like, oh, I'm gonna record myself talking, because I loved just being able to re-record lines over and over again. Sometimes I would go back to it 3 days later and be like, no, I want to re-record this. Prezzo is crazy with the clocking editing errors. He's like on another level with it, which makes sense. And by the way, like, Dee, great film. Love that film. We'll probably be rewatching soon. Masterful piece of 2000s nostalgia bait. Worked like a charm on me. Something that the movie touched upon that I think is so real is there's a point at where, like, the kid doesn't want, like, some people to see his YouTube videos, so instead of, like, privating them, he just deletes, like, a bunch of them. And I was like, that shit is so fucking real, and it sucks. It sucks so bad. I deleted so many of my videos that I made as a kid, and now I would do anything in my power to, like, be able to see those again. Because there were so many, like, cute little stupid videos I made that I spent, like, a ton of time editing. And then at one point I just woke up and I was like, no, this is really fucking cringe and disgusting, and I need to, like, erase any trace of this ever existing. And it just kind of makes me sad now. Like, I wish I would have just privated them. Okay, awesome. That's fucking... What the fuck, asshole? Now I'm like, I back up literally everything. I'm kind of a hoarder now. Where literally, like, any small thing I ever make or I have on my computer, I just back it all up. Because I'm like, I don't know, man, one day I'm gonna need this. One day I'm gonna need this, and then I'll feel really bad if I don't have it. Look, I fucked up with the heavy rain VOD, okay? I didn't put enough time into preserving that. Man, I thought I could make that. God fucking damn, dude. Everybody got bullet bills. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, there are a bunch of VODs from, like, my first year of streaming that have just disappeared forever, and I think that's, probably a good thing, honestly. Like, that's the kind of shit where I'm like, I'm not really, like, itching to see this again. Y'all don't know how sad it is that almost all Juck Jorgensen VODs have been lost to time. What was your least favorite era as a content creator? I think... honestly, a lot of... like, 2020 to... early 2022. I just don't care for that. I look back at it and I'm like, this was like... this wasn't really me. I don't know, like, what... I was having fun. Like, I don't look back at it and like, oh man, what a deep regret I have. But I look back and I'm like, this doesn't really resonate with me at all. I don't really look back on it and be like, oh man, what an awesome time. fucking stupid. Cause yeah, I think a lot of it was literally it was very much a gold rush. I mean, there were so many because of the quarantine and shit. There were so many people that were just on Twitch, and it was very easy to just be like, "All right, let me pander a little bit, and I'll get like 300 extra live viewers every single time I do this." So like, I don't regret it from that standpoint, because you know, a lot of people that watch me now started watching then, but it's not really like, it's not fun to look back at, I guess. The Twitch renaissance in 2020 was crazy. It was insane. Like, literally anybody could blow up at that time. There were just so many people like watching Twitch that there was just not enough streamers. And then, you know, there's been like that natural fall off that's like happened to every single person since then. Any person that benefited from like the quarantine gold rush lost like a lot of their viewers, which honestly, I think I did like really good with that. I did like really, I survived that hit really well, I think. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. I also think in those moments, it's kind of... It's important to not, like, deep it too much, you know? Like, you lose some viewers, it happens. It happens to everybody. It happens to, like, 99.99% of the people that do this. You know, you have, like, peaks and valleys. Some people, they fucking just keep blowing up nonstop. But that's, like... It's, like, very rare. Like, I think it's kind of... You need to kind of... let go of the idea that you're some kind of fucking incredible being that nobody will ever lose interest in. Because I don't think that's like a very realistic way of living. And I think you're gonna have like a really hard time adjusting to reality if you don't kind of think like that. Remember Mad Street? I mean, that's like the biggest example of literally anybody could blow up. Some guy shows up with like a bunch of fucking cat hair on his hoodie. Nobody knows what the motherfucker looks like, hasn't even said a word. Yet all of a sudden becomes like the biggest fucking thing in the industry, you know? So glad that era of Minecraft YouTube is dead. Yeah. Except my problem with Twitter is not that I get like a bunch of racist shit on my For You page, which I do. I also just get a lot of like... I get a lot of Sapnap fans. And I don't know why. I keep being like not interested. But it's just always a lot of Sapnap fans being like, oh my god, he looks so cute here. And I'm like, why, dude? Like, I don't even get... people hating Dream because I have the word blacklisted. I get people being like, if you're still hating on him in 2024, you're so corny, bro. And it just doesn't stop. I get stan shit of you on my feed. Well, that's great. Like, you should, that's, all my friends should see that, so they know to respect me. I think that's probably, you know, one of the best things that can happen. Your name is actually Aksel, that's so sick. Thank you. I used to hate my name as a kid. I was like, I'm gonna change my name to Marco. Alright, I remember I said that as a kid. I'm like, when I grow up, I'm gonna change my name to Marco. Cyberpink, thank you. But then I realized, no, this name's actually kind of sick. Yeah, it is my real name. I'm not gonna lie, if You know, if I started doing this now, I probably wouldn't have used my actual name for my online presence, but it's whatever. So looking so baby in today's selfie. Okay, that does not happen these days, dude. Nowadays, I post a selfie and it's someone quote reading being like, ew, he looks like he's rotting. He looks old and rotting. It's like the pop-based Claro tweet where it's like, Claro looks dashing and extravagant. For me, it's like old, rotting, and stinky. Ugh. I do think... I don't know if it was Prezzo. I don't know why I keep choosing this map. I hate this map. I think Prezzo was the one that was like, you should have it be pronounced actually instead of actually. That was kind of awesome. I do think actually is kind of better than actually. Which that name is so fucking stupid anyways. It's such a stupid username, but it's like unique enough where it works. It's literally just a pun on the word actually. Like that's literally all it was. There's like nothing else behind it. It's so like that word doesn't even mean anything. There's nothing like there's like nothing deep about behind it. It's so funny that became like my identity to like the overwhelming majority of people that will ever perceive me. Yeah, my friend said it while we were playing TF2. He said it and then he did like a sarcastic laugh and then I was like, I'm gonna base my whole identity off it. I love saying actually the way Knut says it. Actually. Hello? Fuck me. Yeah, I don't know. Also, like, I do make a lot of jokes about, like, oh, when you turn 23, it's over for you. 25, it's so over, whatever. But, like, I have, in the last couple years, started to get, like, that kind of peace. And I don't care about as much shit as I used to. I don't get as worked up as I used to about a lot of stuff that used to, like, kind of drive me up the wall. Like, I'm like... I am, like, a lot more at peace with certain things. I do still, you know... I have my brain worms, as every person does, but, like... I don't know. I don't really, I've grown so much at 23. I think I grew an insane amount at 23. But it was because... absolute, you know, catastrophes occurred. So it was kind of like... It's one of those years where now I look back at it, I'm like, I realized so much... But also, it was horrible. It was horrific. Like, I remember, when I started doing YouTube, one of my IRL friends was, like, so fascinated by all of it, and they didn't mean anything by it, but they would keep, like, reading hate comments about me, and then they would read them to me and be like, I cannot believe people are saying this to you. Like, if somebody said this to me, I would feel so horrible about myself. And I, like, every time I would hear, like, anything that was negative about me, it would fuck me up, dude. Like, it would sit in my brain. I would always try to play it off as, like, oh, that's stupid, man. But it would always, like, kind of sit with me for a while. Now, it's like, I really... Like... Most of the time, it just does absolutely nothing. Like, I've seen so much of it that, like, I really, it kind of feels amazing in the sense that it feels like absolutely nothing. But I will say, every now and then, some hating ass motherfucker will conjure up like an insult where they do manage to cut deep, and you're just kind of like, damn. Like you're like facing all of it with like fucking, I don't give a shit, man. I've seen it all, and then someone manages to like somehow craft something up where you're actually like, holy shit. And you actually kind of do like sit on it and think about it. And at that point, I mean, I gotta say, like, it's honestly just kind of impressive. It's kind of incredible. Like, I have to like respect the grind at that point. But a lot of it is just like trying to... You kind of need to realize that like a lot of people's opinions literally just do not matter. Especially like every now and then back in the day when someone would say like something really rude to me, I would scroll through their profile. So I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Coming into my fucking space saying this fucking shit about me? How could you? And then I would look at their profile and I'd be like, I literally like, I would hate this person. Like, this person is so fucking annoying. Everything about the way they present themselves is so obnoxious and stupid. Why would I give a fuck about what this person thinks? They're so stupid. And that kind of, you know, helped me realize like, okay, that's not... It's not worth it. That kind of freaked me out, that show. When I was a teenager, I used to think everyone was looking and laughing at me. Yeah, I had that bad. Every time I enter the room, I'd be like, alright, everyone's fucking staring at how weird I am. I did a lot to try and fit in, which is why in high school all the friends I made did not end up being like long-term friends, because I wasn't building like real connections. I was like trying to just fit in and kind of like hide all of my social shortcomings. So I was just constantly pretending to be somebody that I was not. But now, I don't know, I don't really care to do a lot of that. It's just kind of exhausting and stupid. Not worth it. Because also, like, another thing is, you know, sometimes I'll see, like, someone on social media being like, oh, I hate Aksually, he's so fucking annoying, and I'm like, you know, I mean, that's fair enough, dude. Like, I've said that about some content creators. Like, I can't sit here and be like, oh my god, how dare they say such an evil thing. Like, I've said that about people. Sometimes, you know, I said that about that fucking cooking guy earlier. Like, it's just... Sometimes you see a motherfucker and it's just... They're just annoying as fuck. Like, it's just what it is. It's just, like, not... worth any thought. You're a very mellow person. How could you be controversial? I'm confused. I mean, look, admittedly, you know, I think I can be like pretty outspoken. And I think in the past I've been kind of like annoying about some shit. So I can understand how some people will like see a couple of clips of that and be like, what a fucking annoying bastard. But also some of them are just kind of mad. Some of them are just mad because, like, their fucking favorite is kind of a piece of shit. And also, it's just the reality of, like, if you are exposed to enough people, some of them will not like you. Like, I'm sorry to break this to you. I'm sure that, you know, a lot of you are amazing, incredible people. But there will always be people out there that will just not fuck with you. And that's just the reality of it. Not to say that I'm some kind of saint that's above all that, but it just happens to you no matter how awesome you are. And as soon as you kind of like realize that and make peace with it, it's kind of, it's okay. But also, it's just like, I don't know. An unfortunate reality is also that there are so many people that are just so fucking cruel for no reason. And I think some people are cruel without realizing it. They have just kind of like normalized behavior that is just kind of rude. And I mean, I've definitely like had that when I was younger. I definitely like had, I would like make comments, right? And then I'd think about it, I'd be like, oh man, that was just kind of a dick thing to say. And it's like, you know, for some people it's like a journey of realizing like, okay, that was like unnecessary and rude. Others never really grow out of it. Like, I think a lot of people are also like systemically conditioned to be really rude and kind of cold towards a lot of situations, and they've never actually questioned themselves and wondered, like, is this like a normal way to act? Like, you'll see it a lot with the way that people talk about homeless people. You know? It's like, it's just like fucking systemic conditioning of the way that some people just like act and treat homeless people, and they've like they just really should kind of consider them more. Like, a lot of the very like capitalism pilled motherfuckers love doing the whole like, oh, fucking homeless people, like, why don't they just fucking get a job? Which is like, yeah, man, I'm sure the only reason why these people are homeless is because they're too lazy to get a job. Like, that's probably, yeah, you're spot on, man. Like, fucking hostile architecture. I fucking hate it so much. It's just crazy. Just crazy that that's like a common phenomenon. I'm gonna go this way, because I don't think I've ever actually gone this way. Also, you know what's a beautiful sight that I saw today? Two men just giving each other a long, tight hug. No pats on the back. None of that shit, just a fucking long, tight hug. It happened in front of me, and I was kind of like, oh, that's beautiful, man. Cause like, I love hugging like a really straight guy, and they always gotta throw a couple of pats in there. And I'm like always the guy where I'm like, no, I'm not giving you any pats, man. I'm on some real shit here. Like, I don't know why the pats are like the, alright, this isn't gay. This is the manly hug. I'm patting you on the back. We're men. Let them pat your back, they're stimming. It's code for something? Yeah, it's Morse code. It's a cry for help. I always do this with my brother-in-law, where he's always going in to shake my hand, and then I'm like going in for the hug, and then halfway through he realizes like, alright, we're doing the hug. And then he hits me with the pats, but I'm not giving him the pats. I'm like, come in here, family. Like, I don't know how many years I've known this guy, but every single time he goes in for the handshake, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Hug. Every time I have to dap up a straight guy, a part of me dies a little. I love dapping up girls. I always do that, because it catches them off guard. I don't know how to dap and it freaks me out. I honestly was never good at it, and then I spent like 3 months in America and it really trained me. I was so good at it when I came home. I'm like better at reading. I'm kind of better at reading at what people are going for now too. You introduced Estonia to dapping. Yeah, I mean, you know, people dap here, but my social circles have always been more of like a fist bump kind of people. And I do love a good fist bump. I love being like a, hey, what's up, man? And then a little fist bump. I like that. And then at one point my nieces asked me to like teach them to do a fist bump, and then I was like, well, you just kind of do it. But then my nieces, they like they're more the hugging sort. Every time I leave, they both take one leg each and they hug my legs, and then they don't let go. And then I'm like, well, I kind of have to go now. And then they're like, nope. Do they understand you're a streamer? Not really. I don't think they're at that point yet. Like, they don't really even use tablets outside of like watching Frozen. But yeah, no, my cousin's son, who's like 9 now, he's very, very dialed in. Last time I saw him, because it had been mentioned to him before, and he was just kind of like, okay, yeah, cool. And then this time he was like, really, like, I was being drilled. Like, he was like, so do you have a play button? And then I was like, I have 2. And he was like, but not the golden one, right? And I was like, no, I don't have a golden one. And he was like, oh, well, that's still pretty cool, I guess. So how many followers do you have? And then I was like, I showed him, and he was like, oh, okay. I know some people with more. And I was like, oh, cool. And then he was like, are you famous? And I was like, not really. And he was like, people used to take pictures of you on the bus. My dad told me people took pictures of you on the bus. And I was like, yeah, they did at one point. And then he made me show him some clips. And I was like, okay, I have to like show him a clip where I'm not like saying something like really perverted. So I just showed him like me getting scared at scary games. And he loved it. He was like laughing his ass off. And then he was like, you need to show it to my dad. And then I showed it to my cousin, and he was kind of like, oh yeah, man. But he's like 40, so like he doesn't know what the fuck just happened. But I will say, like, I mentioned this on Prezzo's stream, but I loved it when, because, you know, he also has a sister, like 12-year-old sister, who's like a little bit introverted, and I don't see them that often, so when I do see them, it's kind of like every time it's kind of like a reintroduction. You know, I see them like once or twice a year. So every time I see her, she's kind of like back in her shell again, and it takes me like a little bit of time to like warm her up again until I can get her talking. And the last time I saw her, she was just like very quiet the whole time, which I respect as a former quiet kid myself. I got, you know, I don't judge. But then, yeah, like the little brother was asking me about Roblox and just like asking me about all these like Roblox games like Bloxburg and shit. And then out of nowhere, she lights up and she goes like, "But have you played Dress to Impress?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I've played Dress to Impress." And she was just like, that immediately woke her up. And then she just like pulled up her gallery with like fucking, literally I think it was like 320 screenshots of all the outfits that she's put together. And she was like showing me all of them. It was very sweet. And then I was like, it's so crazy how, like, we have so much in common still between the generations where, like, I'm in my mid-20s, and we can bond over this. Because, like, I don't know, like, Roblox was around when I was a kid, and it's still around. Does she eat? Some of the outfits were really good. Some of them, I'm not gonna lie, I looked at them like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I would have, like, some sharp comments to make if this was in my game. And I told her that, too, and she was like, well, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm better than, like, everybody else in the game, and I was like, that is true. And then we just, like, bonded over how horrible some of the outfits are, and how sometimes people don't vote for you because they don't understand the vision. One of my 35-year-old coworkers plays with his daughter. That's really sweet. I love, like, it really kind of pissed me off as a kid when I would want my dad to play a video game with me, and he'd be like, he'd either be like, oh, that's a gay game, son, or he'd be like, you're gonna be a fucking violent criminal when you grow up because you're playing this George Bush ragdoll game. I'd be like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. He did put me on a truck sim, though. I remember. I came home from school one day, and he was like, son, I torrented a game for you. It's about driving trucks. And I think that was him, like, really trying to save me. He was like, I think I'm starting to raise a bisexual son, and I need to do something to, like, change this. So he pirated truck sim for me. And then sometimes when I'd be playing, he'd be, like, sitting behind me on the couch and being like, yup, see, this is a game. Because he used to be a bus driver, so, like, that's his, like... That's, like, his bread and butter, you know? The moment as a dad that you realize that you're raising a bi son. I think the thing about my dad is that he was... he's a very old man, as we all know. You know, he's in his, like, 70s now. So he lived during, like, the hippie era, and he was a very big hippie. He was very, like, you know, I think he had, like, a very big, like, psychedelic era. He was very spiritual at some point. So I think growing up, he was always very tolerant of gay people. I don't remember him ever being homophobic. But in the last, like, 5 years, he went through the fucking, like, he's got, like, some insane brain rot. And now he's like, the gays are taking over the government. The liberal gays that are sent from America have been installed in our government. And they're fucking, like, taking over the country. You know, it's like... I don't know. It's like, I honestly even wish that, like, my family's, like, brain rot rabbit holes were rabbit holes that were, like, the kind of stuff that I see on social media. Every single old person in my family always finds the most niche rabbit hole to go down, where I don't even have rebuttals because I have no fucking clue what they're talking about. It's like some of the most insane shit where I'm trying to follow along and I just have no fucking idea what's going on. And I don't really, like, talk to my dad. I haven't spoken to him in years, so, like, that's not really even what I'm talking about. I'm, like, talking about my grandmother and shit. Like, last time I saw my grandmother, she was talking about this, like, insane conspiracy behind our government. And I was honestly like, I was trying so hard to be invested and follow along, but I'm like, none of this makes any sense whatsoever. Like, some of these words don't even exist. And I'm just like, dude. And sometimes I have some fun with it and I play along a little bit. I'm like, oh wow, really? Yeah, no, I read about that. Because I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. Like, there's no like... This, like, there's nothing I can say to this. This is impossible. But other times I'm kind of like, man, I just wish one of the old people in my family would be like, at least like 25% chill, so they could like give me some like fucking chill-ass wisdom. You know what I mean? Sometimes I watch videos of old people and I'm like, dude, I need like an old motherfucker like this in my life. But like, no, all of the old people in my family are like, oh dude, they're putting all sorts of metals in the vaccine that are gonna put chips in your blood, and then the lizards from Washington, D.C. are gonna inhabit your body. And I'm like, dude, this isn't helping me at all. You need to tell me about like how when I'm young I need to take advantage of all of my opportunities and live with a carefree spirit. And it's not helped by like AI too now. Everyone's like, all the old motherfuckers, like they just, as soon as they see anything AI, they're like, can you believe this, dude? They put a horse in the White House. There's a literal horse in the White House. And it's like the shittiest picture of all time. The horse has like 3 legs. It has like a nostril on its forehead. When I walk into my mom's room and she's watching an AI narrated YouTube short. Like, it's crazy, dude. They're literally just like the 4-year-olds that have 6 iPads. They were so much on their high horse about it all when, like, technology and social media was just starting to take off. They were like, oh, dude, gotta be careful. And now they've all just fucking bought into it. Worse than any, like, little kid I've ever seen. And also, every family member that, like, brings up trans people, all I can think about every single time, I'm like, you've never met one in your life. You're saying how they're, like, taking over everything. Trans people are just, like, billions of them are flooding into the countries. Everybody's turning trans. You've never met a single one. You haven't seen a single trans person in your life. Which obviously, like, contributes to the whole, like, caricature they have in their head. Of just, like, you know, it's the same with, like, immigrants, too. You know, a lot of, like, white people live in, like, total bubbles. They never see a person of color, so they're just like, oh my god, dude, can you believe what they're doing? They'll watch those, like, fucking stupid-ass YouTubers that, like, go to poor neighborhoods and, like, do basically, like, a fucking journalistic hit job on them. Calling it journalistic is, like, way too high praise, but you know what I mean. And they're like, can you fucking believe it? It's like, no, I can't fucking believe it because this isn't real. That one guy that does those is so evil. I hate him so much. I can't even remember his name, but I just fucking despise him. He's such, like, fucking piece of shit. Tyler Oliveira, yeah. Going back to my real job now, Twitter to grind. Goodbye. Goodbye, Selma. Alright, let's do some more. Probably not 16, but maybe 8. Goodbye, chat. Thanks for liking me more than Aksel. Insanely delusional person. They love me here. Dude, I'm excited for Hachi A Dog's Tale with Richard Gere on Friday. It's gonna be a legendary movie night. I'm excited for Halloween. Oh yeah, that's happening soon. Do you know what time? You know, probably like around the regular hours. I'm so excited for Canada, though. I'm like really, I'm really hyped for Canada. I think that's gonna be awesome. Ow! When's that? Probably like November. I don't know if I'll go to like Toronto because like I don't know, I just kind of want to hang out with Prezzo for a couple weeks. I don't know if I care enough to do like a whole ass weekend trip, but I'm excited. Prezzo keeps sending me sandwiches from this one place that he gets, and it pisses me off, but I'm excited to eat it. You might see slushy noobs if you go to Toronto. Yeah, Freddie invited us to the office. But I just don't know, I can't do it. I just kind of want to chill in Montreal. Yes, Phil, I am excited to see you as well. We can get, I want to get Hot Pot at one point. It's been a long time. I did see something that popped up on my feed today. It was someone posting like one of those like vague ass TikToks about slushy news where they're like, anybody else just kind of think they're kind of weird? Like, I don't know, just kind of icky. Like, shut up, dude. Either make a point or don't fucking say this shit. It's such a stupid, like, I hate the vagueness of it so much. Like, I think that's the most annoying shit about posts like that. It's like, you're not saying anything. You're just kind of saying shit to say something, but like you're not saying anything. Like if you have like fair and valid criticisms, go ahead. Go crazy. But It's like part of the reason why I hate like the ... dots. I'm like, dude, this is just so stupid. This is saying nothing. Either fucking speak up or don't say anything. What's up, Bromy Bunny? I think the following policing is kind of stupid as well. I think there's cases where like, you know, you fucking open up someone's following and you see like a bunch of like conservative talking heads. I think that's like valid to be like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But like the whole thing of like, this person did something problematic 5 seconds ago and you're still following them is kind of stupid because like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it takes me ages to unfollow somebody just because I don't think about it. My mind doesn't immediately go to like, I need to unfollow this person so everybody knows immediately that like, I don't fuck with this. Like, I'm not like social media brained like that anymore. And then I'll get some like annoying ass motherfucker in my DMs being like, this is kind of weird. Like, usually what it takes for me is, like, I'll see them post a story that reminds me of how I don't like them, and then I'll be like, alright, I'll unfollow. I just think, like, yeah, I don't know, I think some people are like a little bit too chronically online and they get really pissed off when other people are not the same way. And look, I get it, you know, I'm a chronically online person, I understand. But like, I think you kind of need to take that into context sometimes, that like, not everyone's kind of on that shit all the time, you know? Not saying anything new, but really people forget that they don't have to say everything they think. I think, yeah, also I think that like, with comment sections and stream chats, there's a lot of times where someone will like, put out a claim into the universe that's just not true. But because it's such like an outrageous claim, everyone's gonna be like, whoa, really? But it's like, dude, just Google it. Before you send the message or before you put the comment on TikTok, just Google it once, you know? Just make sure that like, what you heard is true, because it happens to all of us, you know? We hear something once, and then it just kind of gets installed in our brain as real and true, but then, you know, maybe we didn't look into it enough. It happens to all of us. It's like a totally normal thing to happen. You just kind of should try to be a little bit more conscious about looking shit up, you know? It's like okay to look things up. It's totally not, it's like fine. Because sometimes it'll happen in this chat where someone will be like, this person is actually this, and then it kind of puts me in a position where like, okay, great, now I have to research this insane claim that you made, only for it to not be true, when you could have done that and not like made a whole thing about it in my chat. Me when I called Megan Fox 17 in Transformers. How you feel about Mr. Beast and stuff? Look, I was never a big fan of the guy. And I think it's kind of like, I don't know, I think it's kind of insane to sweep a lot of this shit under the rug, and then when like Dan TDM doesn't like your fucking shitty crackers or whatever they are, you like break your silence. Which, by the way, I gotta hand it to Dan TDM. Masterful fucking work, dude. KSI is still posting about it. He's still fucking pissed off about it. That guy made one tweet, and KSI has been like tweeting about it nonstop for like a week now. Like, bro, I'm sorry, but we're not obligated to fucking like the slop that you're trying to sell. That's the thing about like KSI and like all of these content creators. I'm like, what is your content even anymore? You're just a fucking salesman. Like it's you know, there's a point where I think if someone makes a product that they're actually passionate about and they put research into, I'll be like, oh, that's cool. You know, they kind of are making something that they care about. KSI was not fucking passionate about Gatorade. This is just like a slop product to sell to your little kid audience. I'm not like obligated to be like, oh, this is so cool, man. A millionaire is making more money. And it's kind of the same about Mr. Beast, where it just kind of, you know, I think it was valid to be like, I don't like his fucking content. His content sucks. Without people being like, oh, how much have you done? How much have you done? This guy cures blind people. What have you done? And it's like, well, I don't like the content. I think that's like, okay. It's okay to not like the content. I don't have to like someone's content just because, oh my god, they're fucking building houses and shit. Whatever. I don't have to like it. It's just the reality. Plus, you know, everything that's come out since then, it's like... Still waiting for the Aksel Mr. Beast collab. Yeah. It's really awkward. We actually made one. And now, you know, I don't know what to do with it. I put 500 grand into the video. It used to be the same exact way with Elon Musk as well, where, I'm sorry, but Elon Musk had pretty fucking glaring red flags for as long as he's been a public figure. Okay, like, even like a little bit of a Google on the guy, you would have been like, okay, this guy's fucking weird. He's obviously gotten worse and worse and more like mask off since then. But it used to be the same shit where like you would shit on Elon Musk. You would say something pretty mild about Elon Musk, and you'd have a million motherfuckers in your replies being like, dude, he's taking us to Mars. And it's like, okay, what the fuck does that mean? I don't want to go to Mars. What the fuck am I gonna do on Mars? That has nothing to do with me. Why am I supposed to give a fuck? I'm not going to Mars. He's building tunnels in Las Vegas. Oh my god, he created a fucking A to B subway, which is shittier than an actual subway. Oh my god. I'm such a piece of shit. What's up, Darian BG? Talking about like he dug it out himself with a shovel too. No, like literally, we're talking about a guy that like buys companies that have really like that have very talented people working at them that are making these ideas. Like the few ideas that he's actually managed to, that his companies have actually managed to like bring to fruition. It's not him. He's like the fucking guy that just like is like, hey guys, new rocket. New rocket. I live in a tiny house and I made a new rocket. People's devotions and capitalism is so interesting. It's just the fucking like, oh, the only reason you can hate on billionaires is if you're mad as fuck. Like, I had this conversation with in IRL a few months ago with someone, where I was, like, sometimes I kind of forget. I was, like, ranting about this one guy in Estonia that's just, like, monopolizing everything. Like, I think he's, like, the richest Estonian-based businessman. And he just monopolizes everything, and it kind of really depresses me. And I was ranting about this to one guy, and he was going, like, why are you so mad about it? Isn't it kind of cool that there's a guy doing all this? I'm like, why is it cool? What is cool about this? Like, he's not like your friend. We're not friends with this guy. Nothing he's doing is in the interest of us. Why would I sit here and be like, oh yeah, dude, it's so cool how this guy is like buying up all the pharmacies and the movie theaters, and now I have to pay so much fucking money every time I go to a movie theater? It's so sick, man. This guy is so fucking awesome. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but like, you're not going to be him. Their whole logic is like, oh, I don't want to be mean to him because one day I'm gonna be him. It's like, you're not, bro. You're just not going to be him. Hoarding wealth with being seen as smart. Dude, all those financial advice videos where it's like, alright, when you're 25, you should never spend any money. You should live in a shoebox, and you should eat, like, plain rice every single day. So you can spend money when you're 72. It's like, bro. Like, I'm not saying that it's not a good idea to, you know, maybe, like, secure your future a little bit if you can. But also the reality is most people can't. Most people do not have that kind of money coming in where they're like, yeah, I'm gonna put aside 25% of my cash every single month. Like, that's not a viable option for, like, the majority of people. And second of all, I'm sorry, but, like, I want to enjoy some of my money when I can actually, like, walk without it hurting. Like, I would enjoy spending some of this, you know? The fuck am I gonna do when I'm 65, man? Everything's gonna hurt. Everything's gonna suck. When I'm 65, all I need the money for is like a good rocking chair. That's all I want. We'll get you one, thank you. I can think about all the lattes I brought in a year or how much more money I would have in my bank accounts, or I could enjoy a tasty-ass latte. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sorry, you know, I have spent probably a very stupid amount of money on ordering food. And you know what? I'm not proud of it. But are there times where I've bit into the food and it's tasted so good that tears form in my eyes? Yes. And you know what? It's fucking worth it. What happened with the milk situation? Did you get another one? I did buy more milk. I'm happy to say I bought some more. I do appreciate the older folks that are kind of like, I don't know, they read something on social media and then they regurgitate it to you and then you're kind of like, well, it's not really how it is. And they just kind of trust you. I appreciate that a lot. I've met a couple people like that and it's very nice. Because they'll say some shit that's like crazy to you and then you'll be like, that's not really true. And then they'll be like, oh, my bad. I am happy to say that there's like the tide is turning a little bit in regards with like Israel and Estonia, because ever since October it's been like some of the craziest Israel dick riding I've ever seen in this country. And it's just completely fucking baffling to me because nobody's ever fucking read a dime about it. They just like saw one clip about it and they're like, you know what, man, I know exactly what's going on there. How about you try being gay in Gaza, man? And they say it every time with that proud smirk on their face, like that hasn't been said a million fucking times. But in the last like month, there's been like a lot of politicians and just kind of like people with like a media platform in general speaking up and being like, what the fuck is this country doing? Like, how are we so supportive of Ukraine, but then at the same time going to the UN and being like, oh yeah, dude, Palestinians are not valid. Like, how is that happening? What is going on? And it's happening more and more. And it feels so nice. All it took was for one person. I remember literally seeing like one person talking about it in the media. And ever since then, it's been more and more people talking about it. So I hope that this is like a turning point. Because it's been fucking way too long already. Like... I don't know. It's fucking crazy to me. It's fucking insane. People are like so ride or die for some shit that they have no clue about. Absolute fucking maniacs. Do I look weird without my glasses on? Is it scary when I don't have these on? Shaking in my boots. What's up, Cole Sucks? Just weird, not scary. Kai, I can tell your hands are shaking because you made a typo. You're terrified. Oh my god. What would you do if Queso came over your house and ate your whole fridge, then what? Well, I would say, what? And I'd kind of be like, I just bought this. Being pro-Palestine equals anti-Semitic is the dumbest argument ever. Dude, it's the stupidest argument because half the time the people that are making that argument are just actually full-on anti-Semitic themselves. You'll see this a lot in Estonia. Like, the most anti-Semitic motherfucker will be like, you're anti-Semitic if you don't support the state of Israel. I'm like, bro! What the fuck are you talking about? How can you pull this on me? Holy shit, third out of like 4 people. Let's go. Oh shit, 10. Nah, we take that shit, dude. We take that. We're taking that. I feel like, Mario Kart is awesome. And also, I'm really excited for, My Sims to come out. So we can play that on stream. I feel like that's gonna be fun. Fun stream content. More Sims movie, probably like a year and a half, 2 years from now. Wait, My Sims the game? Yeah, they're releasing it on the Switch. Yeah, I mean, in regards to like pro-Palestine protests, the way that like Europe is treating it is fucking insane. Like you'll see all the videos in Germany where like cops are chasing down guys with Palestinian flags and like fucking tackling them to the ground. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And then like in Estonia there was a pride march in August, and the police put out a statement where they were like, you actually can't bring Palestinian flags because it's illegal. And then someone went like, what? How's it illegal? And then they had to put out a second statement like, my bad guys, actually it's not illegal. They just said that for no fucking reason. Like they had no basis. Some fucking asshole pushing his own fucking agenda. Like, it's ridiculous. And then, like, in Estonia, there's this, kind of a famous cop because she's known as, like, the internet cop. She was, like, her role was built to stop cyberbullying, which obviously doesn't work. Like, what the fuck? What, are you gonna fucking arrest me through the internet? Not that I cyberbully, but I'm just saying, you know, the concept just doesn't work. And all she does now is, like, someone will make a joke on Twitter about, like, doing a drug, and then she'll reply to them being like, you're gonna fucking end up in prison or homeless. And it's like some like 17-year-old kid. It's like, what are you doing? You're such a fucking loser. Arresting the chatters that call you gay. Yeah, I'm gonna start like, cause I think you can message her when you see something that's like bad. I'm gonna message her and be like, they're calling me gay. These Americans are calling me gay. Can you please do something? Okay, let's do a few more races. I'm not done yet. Let's do 4 more. What's your least favorite European country? Lithuania. What's your favorite thing about Estonia? The summers. Why do you dislike Lithuania? I was built to dislike Lithuania. What is the Estonia-Lithuania beef? Just kind of how it goes in Europe. Some countries just like... There's nothing really deep behind it. I don't know. I've always thought it's kind of funny to shit on Lithuania because every Lithuanian I've met always shits on Estonia, so... I just give it back. What do you think of Romania? My best friend is from there. Fucking gorgeous country. Insane landscapes. Just like beautiful mountains and hills. Incredible. Ugh. That's where Austin Show thinks you're from too. Yeah. So I guess I'm part Romanian, as bestowed upon by Austin Show. This is irrelevant, but when I was little, I thought that presidents or candidates were all best friends. Like, I thought Obama and Al Gore were hanging out. I used to just, like, as a kid, I used to choose my favorite political parties based on how cool their logo looked. Which is why, like, any socialist or social democratic party as a kid, I was like, oh, that's a rose, dude. That's so girly. When I was a kid, I liked the Green Party because I learned about climate change and made it my whole personality. I was a big Obama head. As a kid, just because I thought he was so awesome. But I did also think, Mitt Romney was hot. I hated George Bush. Because I used to just get all those, like, George Bush is an idiot videos on YouTube. And I was like, what a fucking idiot, dude. George Bush is such a moron, which, was true of me. I would, like, go to school and I'd be like, you guys seen this video of George Bush? And he'd be like, what are you talking about? And then there was this one guy I met online who had, like, his profile picture was Bill Clinton playing the saxophone, and I was like, oh, that's so fucking sick. So, the propaganda worked on little Estonian children. The Bill Clinton saxophone propaganda. I was a victim. But also, I do remember when George Bush visited Estonia, and I was so hyped. I didn't even like him, but I was like, holy fucking shit, dude. George Bush is in Estonia right now. And then, Obama visited Estonia. I think he visited Lithuania and Estonia, and he skipped over Latvia, which I thought was, like, pretty funny. He just, like, kind of did not gaff. It's their beef with Latvia, too. There's friendly banter. It's a little, friendly jest. I am like, I am someone that loves reading up on all the presidents and shit. Like reading all their little facts and stuff, like what they were into, what their like weird little quirks were. Because I think it's like such a fascinating thing to be a human being in that position. You know, like they do all suck. No doubt about that. But I just love reading about like how they're all so fucking weird. Sent you a pic of the wings I made with ranch. Oh, I'm excited to check this out. What the fuck? Why is everybody just driving past me? Let me see this. Oh, dude. Dude. My god. That Hot One stream, we're gonna be eating. We're gonna be eating. I hate artists that play the same city like 4 times in one tour but won't go to Ohio. Like, I'm sorry, New Yorkers. Just because 9/11 happened doesn't mean you deserve 2 100 gag shows. Huge news, guys. Justin Timberlake's coming to Estonia, man. Why do we always get the fucking washed up motherfuckers? Yeah, it ruined his world tour so bad that he had to go to Estonia. Like, I will say, it's kind of crazy that we got The Weeknd. Because he is still, like, you know, one of the biggest artists in the world. So the fact that we got him in Estonia, that's kind of, that's a crazy pull. I gotta hand it to him. It's insane. But, like, let's get the Killers. Anybody with me? Probably not. What if Daft Punk came to Estonia? I think I'd fucking shit in my pants. Daft Punk does a reunion show, but it's only in Estonia. Can you imagine? Haters would be so mad. No. Why'd you have to take my shell? It's the last one I had. Many people don't believe this, but Estonia actually has a pretty prospering tourism industry. Like, I think the port in my city is like one of the most used ones in Europe. With something like 11 million travelers passing through it every year or some shit. Which, you know, granted isn't all tourism. There are people that kind of go between Estonia and Finland for work, but you know, a fair bit of it. And you know how I know this? Because the tourist traps in the city are fucking crazy. And it's crazy how you'll go into like a tourist trap restaurant and they'll be like, dude, you have to pay us 30 euros for like some bread and a bologna. Pisses me off. Do you gaff about Sweden? I love Sweden. I want to go to Sweden. Have any big European clubs done like a preseason friendly seriously? No. The UEFA Super Cup in like 2019 was in Estonia between Real Madrid and Atletico. And I wanted to go, but it was like impossible to get tickets because half of those tickets are always given to some like fucking executive members. It's like fucking impossible. Yay! What should I stream tomorrow? Because I will be going live tomorrow. You're gonna be going live? Yeah, well, you're gonna be going into a guy. At least I pull. Hey, too far, man. Oh, I'm gonna fucking devour a meal after this. My fridge, watch out. Cause I'm coming. You're gonna be devouring a mirror, dude. The dude in your room right now waiting. The hell? Korea might have the best instant noodles of all time. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's real. No, they don't. I do. You have a lot to prove today, huh? Oh, that was close. Top 3. Day 1. Day 1. I think that was the last one. Yep. So it's only out of 7. Yeah, dude. We fell the fuck off. Ooh. Hee. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is wrong with this account? What the fuck? Okay, getting a little fucking pressed. I count as a Zionist. Shocker. Shocker. I'm shocked. But yeah. Guys, put a 1 in chat. This was a fun stream. I had fun playing some Mario Kart, you know, just hanging out. I got the Wordle into. Dude, you should get into New York Times crosswords. I'm into them right now. Just do the Monday ones if you've never done a crossword before. The Monday ones are the easiest, and then work your way up to Tuesday ones. That's what I'm doing because I haven't done them in a while. And when you do like the fucking Friday ones, it's like, dear God. Like the long ones, yeah, like the full ones. You can do the dailies too. I mean, I'm not a control freak. You can do what you like. But yeah, I'm doing the Monday ones right now, and now I'm like slowly working into the Tuesday ones, and then I'm gonna. That's how I'm moving right now. In the wait, why are they the easiest of Mondays? Because I think they just make the easy. They get like progressively harder as the week goes on. And you know, when I haven't done a crossword in a while, and I go to like a Friday one, I get like 3 ones, and then I'm like, all right, I have nothing else to do here. Because the Sunday paper is like the big paper. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow, but we'll figure out something fun. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, as always. Means a lot. Means a lot that people give hours of their day to this bullshit. Will you do another Halloween costume stream this year? Yeah, I'm down. Maybe we'll actually do a Spotify Wrapped stream this year, too. You know, maybe that'll happen this year. Maybe we'll do last year's one at the end of this year, and then this one's year at the end of the next year, and then that's how we go from now on. Do you guys have a P.O. box where fans can send you stuff? I made our for y'all and Chiblee. That's really sweet, but yeah, I don't have a P.O. box just because I think it's like it would be like kind of hard to maintain, and also I don't want people like sending me poop. You know what I mean? Like literal poop. Never know when I don't know when people are, but you can like post a picture of it and I'll see it and I'll be like, this is awesome. Is pee okay or no? Pee's fine, just don't do the poop. See, Elizabeth, thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I'm leaving now. Goodbye, everybody.